businesses are like more expensive to start up than you like give credit for.
Businesses are more expensive. Well, theoretically.
In real life.
To start.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I'm just saying we're speaking theoretically.
To start a business in general is just more expensive.
To start, but you was about to buy one that was already set up, and that sounded expensive.
No,
that's not expensive for a business that's already set up.
If it's already set up. But
$57,000 is an expensive price for everybody in this room, Lauren.
Of course, that's why
Lauren, if you try,
what are you talking about?
Lauren, the other day, or maybe 2 weeks ago.
Wait, why are you acting like nobody's like I'm not? Why are you acting like I'm not on that wavelength? Like I'm not on that.
On what wavelength?
Like y'all are acting like
don't say y'all.
Both of y'all. Y'all are acting like I'm over here like. That's a good ass price. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get that. I can do that. Like I'm trying to like play into the shit.
Because you
like,
entertained him like, for 48 hours.
Because the nigga has a business. He has an actual business that's making good money on a yearly basis. Of course I'm gonna listen. You listen. If you don't listen, then you fucking up.
For 48 hours?
If you don't listen to a nigga who you know is well off, you personally know, you've seen how well the nigga's doing, and you know that this is how he's getting it, and he's giving you game, period, and you don't listen, you're not listening. You're not good.
Not if it's about vending machines.
It don't matter
nigga.
how. If there's a nigga out there who's, if there's
you can buy 2 tigers,
if there's a nigga,
you could.
If there's somebody who, bro, if I know there's somebody who's 500,000 up a year, I don't give a fuck what. If I know these are the means they're getting it by, if I know this is how they're getting it, and I know for certain that this is the case, and they got something to say to me, I'm gonna listen.
Lauren, it's actually 460,000 now.
I'm just gonna listen. I'm saying I'm just gonna listen.
Selling
I'm not
$40,000 business.
But
Lauren,
listen to what I'm saying.
You buy 2 tigers. You wait for them to have a family. You email different circuses across. You email different circuses across America. You be like, hey, nigga, I got tigers for sale. They're babies. You could train them well. You sell them to circuses across America. Your ROI will be categorically different.
Nah,
than if you would be buying vending machines, nigga.
If you do it correctly, you don't even have to pay to feed them. You just put them on a leash. You go for walks in the forest. They hunt gazelle and shit. They'll feed themselves. Your overhead is nothing.
That's actually
and for 57,000,
that's actually one of those businesses that has a lot of overhead. I don't know what you're talking about.
And for 57,000, you could probably get albino tigers, which is a completely different thing.
That's a lot of overhead. You tripping?
90% of America is Caucasian. You got to get the most marketable tigers possible, nigga. You got to sell to the consumers.
Lauren, you charge, and I said $20, but the fact that you're a Jamaican tiger tamer, that sounds like it would be like cool to see.
That's viral.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Lauren, you're viral.
Like the Jamaican nigga that be eating and dancing with the steak in his hand. He'd be like, yeah, he Jamaican. You could do that. But shout out to
good investments.
If anybody has been through something like that, please comment down below. We would love to know.
You've been through something that's crazy.
If you were a victim of a purchase like this, there's a hotline that will be in the description.
That's insane.
You can air your grievances, your comments, your concerns, the things that you learned. Help a brother like Lauren prevent misery.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Because foolishness is contagious.
Foolishness is contagious.
Like even at the show the other day, it was multiple niggas in there with Yeezy pods on. Lauren, can you believe it? Well, I saw that's like seeing 3 Sasquatch one time. Multiple niggas making the same dumb decision.
3 Sasquatch one time. That's how that's how
Snoop would have said.
Yo, shout out to everybody that performed. We're doing it now regardless. Shout out to Zook 47
Zoot. And you did that. It's Zoot. And it's funny because like
it's Zoot.
We got off to not necessarily a rocky start, but I was introducing the first artist like 10 minutes too early. And then I didn't even remember who the first artist was supposed to be. So I lobbed it up to him and he was like, nah, man, it ain't time yet. And I was like, what? It ain't time yet.
Yeah.
Make it time yet, nigga. And he was like, nah, man, it's literally not time. Like, yo, you got to stop. Like, we're not about to bring up an artist. He's not prepared. And then when it was time to bring him up, this nigga called him Boot or like Boo or something.
No, I called him, I forgot what I called him, but it was not.
He was like, give it up for Loot. Yeah. The crowd was like, what? Who?
Yeah.
He didn't even come out.
Yeah,
he stayed backstage.
Thank God. But
that shit was like that scene in Spider-Man when he was a wrestler and the nigga was like, make some noise for this dork in the Spider-Man costume.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, nigga, my name is Spider-Man. Nigga. It's Spider-Man.
He was like, okay, Spider guy.
Yeah. He was like, I promise you, my shit was way cooler.
But amazing night. Yeah, nah, I was like we was talking, I was getting my hair done and shit. And you know, the girl that do my hair, she's like real, you know, Afrocentric and shit. Like I was telling y'all, if she could, she would snap her fingers, teleport to the motherland. You know what I mean? And she was talking about how like she loves the idea of a tribe. You know what I mean? Like a village, everybody just caring for each other, you know, experiencing each other. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just thought that was kind of stupid. Nah. Like in her context, it was like just gardens, trees, like technology. What's that?
She was Xing technology out. So like, it wasn't just a community-based thing.
And she wants a more herbal way of living.
I thought you were saying she likes the idea of like a community. Like
she likes the idea of a community, but she doesn't want Wi-Fi or pesticides.
But she was also
she likes to be Amish or something.
She was also connecting like actual tribes that are alive. You know what I mean? Like how they're just, you know, alive and, you know, they hunt. You know, they're just alive and chilling.
I thought it was stupid, though. She couldn't last a week without her phone. She tripping.
But you don't, she could. She wraps her baby around when she's doing my hair and like the little thing. Like
the baby slicks his edges.
Yeah.
The baby do the baby hair.
Mommy, you missed a spot. Like,
how does she communicate with her clients?
Very
patois
with a phone.
Well, Lauren, just because
don't do that.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna have to. You're misunderstanding.
I'm gonna have to do that.
You're misunderstanding the overarching theme of just like tribe and village. And my idea of it was that it was foolish.
I'm not misunderstanding, bro.
Yeah, he's not misunderstanding. He's just disagreeing with the different part that I disagree with him.
Let me give you her reason. And it was because I guess in her head you get more out of life. You know, you experience life different by appreciating your village members.
You do. That's easy. That's understandable. I do. But
it's a more fulfilling lifestyle potential.
But the realism of that being something that she can handle or happen, or she's never been in that world or knows what it's like the realism of her acclimating to that it's not that easy. It's not gonna be that quick and easy.
But you're also judging a person you don't necessarily know.
That's true. And you are using what you know her rhetoric to be as to who she is. So
first of all,
but that's better than not listening to her at all. And to your point though, there's some people who go to the court and who just fine without stretching. Of course, stretching would help, but they do it. They operate pretty efficiently without it. She might be a person that uses an iPhone on her daily basis, but that's because that's the world she lives in. She might be like water, nigga.
All right, well, let's set it up. What has to happen for her to achieve what she wants? This. Where does she have to go?
Trump has to get elected.
Wait, no. Where does she have to go? Right? Who's going to be her community? Right? How are they going to get food? How are they gonna what's happening in this world?
How are they gonna get food? Why are you acting like village?
You talking about?
She's not gonna go to a starving village.
Where's she from? She's from here, right?
I'm not sure where she's from.
Did we do this to his vending machine?
No. We took him serious for 48 hours.
We
took him serious just as long as he did.
No, 70.
Once he realized that it was ridiculous, we realized.
And
we have fun with it.
Yeah.
No.
But
no, this is ridiculous.
Let me just hold on.
You don't know who she is.
Let me. So, what was your question?
My question is, what is she trying to achieve?
Nigga,
I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you. Hold on. No.
I remember what the hell you asked.
What is she trying to do? And how do you think she's gonna actually make this happen?
Lauren, let me just give you a little bit about her without giving you a lot about her. Right?
She sold him this
for all intents and purposes.
That's all you need.
She sold him necklace.
She sold him the charm. That's it.
No, nigga. No, nigga. She sold me on these fucking parts, nigga. These parts is crazy. But so the type of person she is, right? Like I said, she's very natural in the way that like she lives already. You know what I mean? Like she's already that type. She's vegan. She doesn't, she survives off of plants. Like her vibe is already like that. You're
nigga,
trying,
this that shit I'm talking about right here. No,
you're trying to really piece together.
This is the shit I'm talking about right here.
How is this gonna happen?
Nigga,
she goes to Africa. Have you been to Africa?
I've been to Jamaica, so I haven't been to Africa. No.
So you
Just
know
say no
nothing.
next time.
So you know
Just say no.
nothing.
I don't.
About
does she go to
being,
Africa?
Hold on. You know nothing about being indoctrinated into a village.
Does she go to Africa?
Does she? She has been.
Does she go often? Is this where she's from?
And
she's been enough, and we're all from Africa.
Don't do that.
Even
I'm asking real questions.
What?
Is that's where she's from? She's from a like an African household, I'm assuming, based on this conversation and how you're going about it.
She grew up in and apologize, if she's watching and whatever, but she grew up in a Hebrew Israelite home. Okay. So, and just more context, more context.
No, answer my question directly. Did she grow up in Africa? Was she born in Africa?
No.
Okay, does she have an African family that she grew up in?
She grew up in a Hebrew.
Was it an African family?
It's the Israelites.
Okay, no, it's not. So you're not answering my question. She's not. You're not.
We're the chosen one, nigga. We walk with Africa. Africa is
no. I don't want to hear this idea that niggas just know that they can be this way.
Have no idea.
We have the luxury of conceptualizing here. Niggas have the luxury of conceptualizing and saying, I'm gonna be able to do this and go here and do this thing and this is how life is gonna be when you've never lived like that. So like I understand the thought process and where you going with it,
Lauren. Okay, hold on.
But Lauren, your mind might be shorter than your stature.
For you to be so quick to just assume that she perfectly gonna fit in this little world.
Lauren, let me give him a context, all right? When I say that, I mean just like, and not just like, yes, she was connecting it to a village of like Amazonians that like hunt monkeys and, eat tarantulas and shit. But it's just the overarching theme of village, tribe. Yes, there could be cars. Yes, there could be like telephone booths, buddy, but it's just the overarching theme of community, right?
Exactly.
That's what I asked at the beginning.
Because you made it about being African and having that
he made it about
and
being
acting like Africans are the only ones being guided by the stars.
No, my first question was, is she just talking about a sense of community? You're like, no, she going on some tribal shit, like on some real tribal shit. So I was digging further into that. Well, I asked if she just talking about community.
Okay, and first of all, Africans, and wait, hold on. African tribes in 2024, first of all, they see cars and shit. But I thought
it's a lot of Subarus.
And my whole thing was
Subarus
right,
and sedans.
Like being cut off like that from life. Like, yeah, there is like a certain level of like beauty that comes with it. Like just seeing your community, being involved within your community, because that's all you see. But it's really like really like a ignorance is bliss type of thing, to where
that's true.
The only reason you think is beautiful, or maybe you think it's beautiful, is because you're ignorant to how much life there is to live. You know what I mean? Like if you're in a tribe, if you're in a tribe and like you're hunting monkeys and shit, yeah, you're happy, you got oranges growing and shit, but you've never been to like a steakhouse. But you've never been to a place where they like, you want some more? Yeah, like just cut me a piece off. Matter of fact, just give me the whole thing. They never had that.
That's subjective.
And so
you don't need that.
And steak that's isn't that great.
It's the low tier. Well, what?
The thing
herbivore.
is, you've obviously been groomed in the capitalist society. That's all this is. You fell for the pimping and the propaganda, because like there's a lot of people who are just walking around with like this sense of they're not fulfilled because they caught up in all this petty shit that we care about.
Right.
Like this, what was the last piece of dumb technology that you brought up on the podcast that I didn't like? Whatever that was, whatever that device is.
Probably robots or some shit.
They're seeking robots like that's gonna fulfill them emotionally or like just mentally, whatever the fuck it is. But like there's an appreciation for just smaller things. Like I feel like we're in a world right now to where it's like we care about so much shit that we don't care about nothing.
Don't matter.
You know what I mean? Like I wake up numb every day. I don't give a fuck about anything. I brush my teeth with no passion, nigga. Because I'm about to go on Instagram and lose my soul. My brain is about to rot. So if you growing up in a community to where it's like, your mom is outside, she's gardening things. Your dad, he's a fucking lumberjack cutting down trees. You just feel safe to walk around barefoot. Everything is 50 cents. Like that's a small world isn't necessarily bad.
No, you find a value in the way of life now.
Yes.
Now you find a value in the smaller things.
You know what I mean?
But
boredom is the key. Boredom is the key to being a real human. Any human that did anything phenomenal was bored as shit before they thought of it. I promise you. They was going through the worst, like, oh my God, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to watch.
Even Diddy?
Diddy had too many options.
So that's not true. Your theory isn't true, nigga.
But
that's what I'm saying.
Think about it, though. The Wright brothers didn't have Twitter corn. Think about that. Think about how many inventions we wouldn't have if there was this many distractions at the time.
We would still be stuck in the same state.
Where would the Gettysburg Address be?
Nigga, we'd be traveling wagons. We wouldn't have cars.
We probably wouldn't have even gotten to the wheel, nigga.
But also,
we have Wi-Fi. What's the point?
But also,
YouTube is popping. The algorithm would be hot. Abraham Lincoln looking at all the madam bitches.
Abraham Lincoln wouldn't have got shot because John Wilkes Booth would have been somewhere busy. I don't know, like macking on the phone somewhere.
He'd probably play on live. He'd have been on live. He'd have told the player that nigga Abe is talking shit. I don't fuck with him.
His girl probably would have set him up.
No, he would have been.
She would have dropped the shit on Instagram Live, nigga.
No,
John Will Booth, oh shit, he at the theater?
No, nigga.
This nigga watching Shakespeare,
he would have been on Twitch performing his own play, like, or something of that nature. He would have been rapping on Twitch or something.
I don't know.
He would have been spitting bars.
Abraham Lincoln. But yeah, nah.
You're right. The address would have went out. He was like linking at the player right now. That probably would have been the case.
Nah, nobody would have given up the drop on Lincoln.
Too easy.
Nah, it would have happened.
Nah,
it would have happened. They would have found him.
It depends. He was 6'6" though. It's just like, get the drop, nigga. Just look around.
I always thought you, even in because Trump said that shit in the Joe Rogan interview. He was like, Abraham Lincoln was 6'6". I always thought that nigga was like 6'4".
Nah, I think he was like 6'6", something like that.
All right.
That's what the story's always been. That's what I heard.
He was probably 6'6" with the hat, but 6'4"
and that's the thing.
Foot.
Short niggas giving height estimations, it's always skeptical.
It's always
because, like, what do you mean he was that height? Is that true?
Like back when I was working at McDonald's.
Wait, how tall is Trump?
Trump probably like 6'1".
Nah, he ain't short.
No, he's not short.
So for him to say 6'6", that ain't crazy.
I mean, but you know, he's talking about President Lincoln, a person that he favors. That's what Trump does. He's real extreme. If he doesn't like you, you're the worst. You're terrible.
If he loves you,
and if I love you, you're huge. You're brilliant. You're the greatest.
Right.
Hell yeah. When he was even talking about his son, he was like, Barron Trump, this kid, oh my God, that boy, so tall, 6'9". He's a skyscraper, I tell you.
Nah, that's I mean, it's like, you gonna talk about your son if, like, you know.
Of course, that's my kid. But he does that with like niggas that do him favors too.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's a little different.
Is that he lives a real, hey, scratch my back, I will scratch yours, nigga, believe it.
Like if I started calling Lauren 5'8", I'm trying to get something out of him. Well, I want a favor.
I would question you when you say that. I'm like, why would you? I don't need that because you know me. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. No, I know that you were 5'0".
If you gave him a pat on the back when we're playing basketball,
I don't need that. I don't need that either.
If he gives you like confidence on the court, then really like watch your back because he's gonna ask you for something.
Lauren, you know that's not true.
You know you were falling behind in the man race and you feel it and it hurts you.
Race.
Yeah, he's falling behind
in the man Olympics.
That's why he's coming at F-Max so much. You know what I'm saying? Like he's falling behind in the man race.
Good, Lauren. I like it.
His ego is slowly deteriorating. You been doing acid or something, nigga? Why is your ego dying
anymore, bro? It's crazy.
It's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Where's your confidence gone?
My confidence, I guess it's been down.
It's like Jim Carrey without the mask.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Exactly.
You got your chain on, your thing on again today?
I mean, yeah, I guess it hasn't been charged.
Yeah.
It's a little dusty.
Yeah, put it out in the sunlight or something, man.
Yeah, nah.
Is it machine washable?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Put that shit out in the sun.
I don't know what could have made my day better. Maybe if I would have got some pussy before this shit.
Some UV lights.
Would have been a little late and shit.
If you would have got some pussy before this shit, you would have been late. You would have lost your necklace.
I would have left it. I would have had to come back. I would have had to come pick you up and left you at your house.
Borrow one of my socks because you only have one on. I got you there. I got a black Nike.
But how long have you
34, but I also put the start of 15. I don't want some of that combo in the beginning in there.
Okay. You got any more like intrinsic thoughts?
Intrinsic thoughts. I had a stupid thought the other day. Cause I work outside. I do a lot of boom boom bow, go door to door and shit.
You don't work out.
I boom boom bow. Nigga, what you mean?
You boom boom
Come on,
bow.
I boom boom bow.
Crazy.
Okay. I can't talk about it legally, but
course.
once the shit is over, I'll get y'all niggas to spill.
You get contractual obligations.
But I be stepping on mad acorns, and I was thinking about that shit. I was like, this is the only free nut. Every other nut or like anything delicious in nature, you have to pay for. All the random little berries that you see in your yard are probably poisonous. The only nuts that you're gonna see in your driveway are acorns, and those are fucking useless. Who eats that?
Well,
you're never gonna see no almonds or no peanuts, just sparingly.
But that's the one that we drop. We drop that every New Year.
What you mean we drop that every New Year?
We drop the acorn. It's symbolism.
We drop
but we're also Big Oak.
That's what I'm saying.
We're Big Oak City.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're the city of worthless resources.
And can you look up?
It's not like we can export these acorns.
And when you're done with that, can you look up like companies that own seeds? Because I think that plays a big part in it. Like, there's companies that like own certain seeds to where like, nigga, it's only like you got to buy.
Well, like agricultural cultures?
Yeah, agricultural, horticultural companies.
What did you just Google? What is this?
The same thing he just said.
Companies own majority of the world's seeds in agricultural, including Bayer, Corteva.
Yep.
And
Bayer's formerly Monsanto, by the way, if you didn't know.
What does that mean? That's what. Okay.
That's what it formerly was.
That's what it used to be known as.
Yeah.
Kind of like WWF.
Yeah, now it's WWE. Now it's AEW. And
well, AEW was its own little thing, but then WWE bought it.
Yeah.
Get your history up.
So now it's a subsidiary.
I don't know much about it. I left it alone once the greats went away.
That is.
But they're creating their own greats now, so I should be tapped in.
But their greats isn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit older, but their greats ain't really like.
It's not for you.
They don't got it. They just don't got it.
I've heard a lot about the Roman Reigns family arc.
Right.
That was just like years upon years of story being built, and I heard that it paid off real well. Like
that's what I heard.
It was well received.
That's what I heard as well. So
they ended gracefully.
That's why I said they're great to doing their thing, from what I understand. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we'll go back to it. We'll find a way back to it then. But yeah, a lot of companies own seeds, niggas. So you're not just gonna be finding like fruitful apple trees anywhere, unless it's in somebody's yard, and in that case, you'll run them over.
Yeah, because they're useless and free. But
nah, nigga.
Yeah, nah, it was stupid. The other day though, I was busting some plays. I was at this one restaurant.
Yeah.
And it was a bunch of like old white people in there. And then I had thought about a conversation we had one time in the past where you was like, you just immediately assume that all older white people are racist.
Most.
And when I walked in there and I looked at them,
strong number,
I didn't even really have to assume. I was looking, I was like, oh my God, there's no way that they sell nigga pies in here. There's no way they serve nigga pies. I'd have to go 50 miles to the next town over to get a nigga pie.
Yeah.
But I walked in and I'm like, I'm doing Uber Eats, and the name was foreign. It was foreign as shit. Like, I couldn't guess the ethnicity, but if I had to put some money on it, I would say they probably do customer service.
Okay.
So make the racist joke with your mind. You get what I'm saying?
I got what you're
But
doing.
I was like, I'm not even gonna. I showed it to her. I was like, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that
Is this
shit.
where you going?
Yeah. She. When I dropped the food off, it was definitely.
She was
a
excited.
nice little bobblehead. You know what I mean?
It tantalized her.
It was probably for hours. She probably didn't even eat. It was just crumbs everywhere. She was just bobbling.
Okay. Yeah.
But I showed it to her, and then she looked at it, and then she looked at me. She was like, I'm not even gonna try either. And I was like, damn, we just bonded. That's nationalism right there. That's nationalism. Because I walked in and I was like, she probably don't like me. And she might have been thinking the same thing, like, young black guy, like, oh my God, like, what? He's probably gonna try to get something for free.
Yeah.
He's gonna say, fuck this order up. Like, we're both making these stereotypical assumptions, but then we bond.
How old was she?
We bond over our flag. She was, Golden Girls. Like, she could have been a Betty White stunt double.
Okay, so like 60,
she fell on her walker.
63 type shit, 61.
Shit, you being modest, my nigga. I would say that to her face. Like, you know how you talk to older women, like, you can't be a day over 62. Because she's 89.
Because she's actually 77, some shit like that.
On a good day. 89.
Still giving it, goddamn. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. It was just a beautiful moment. I just thought about that shit. I was like, wow, that happened.
It's
You've come a long way.
But
and I got my nigga pie.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, I don't think all is just most.
But you do have those racist whites who will show you that they're racist, but also try to impress you at the same time. Like, you ever walked into a racist establishment and they give you the food, and it's like you can see it on their face. They want to see you enjoy their shit. even though they don't like you.
Yeah, but at least they're being.
You think that's what they're thinking?
I've seen that once. Like in a gas station place where you like. I've been to a gas station out in the country stick somewhere where they like got like a hot section where they selling these shits or whatever, but like they don't really see niggas ever. So I walk inside and everybody, whatever the fuck, some shit. You know what I'm saying? But you see everybody looking at you like, oh, we got one of them in here. You know what I'm saying? And it's you in the country, so you already on that cusp of the world where you got to be a little careful with how you move.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying.
That you're in flat Earth land, and little did they know,
you're inland.
Yeah.
But like I bring that up to say like even in their niceness, trying to be, you know what I'm saying? As like I can commend you for the try, but I still feel your undertones.
It's and
if you know
like
what I mean.
It's just my theory. You know what I mean? That's just my. It could be my bad theory, my bad hypothesis, but from what I've seen in history, I think it's just best to just throw that out there and wait till it change. And now that's not a way to live, people. Like it's not good to keep your hopes low. So there's only one way to go. But
it's not
sometimes
good.
You have to do that.
It's not good, but it is fair because you got to think that same lady, Lauren, that you was talking about.
Yeah,
when she looked over and saw your grandmother in high school in homeroom, I'm like, yo, she shouldn't even fucking be here. They don't have their own schools. And like that was a regular thought for them. So you buying a burger from her, jokes on her because she didn't go far with that education. Like, what the fuck you work at? You slinging burgers?
At the gas station.
She was too busy hating on my grandma. You should have been studying. Ho, you might would have got a college degree. Been important. But yeah,
it's facts. It's facts.
I was about to say, well, shit, fuck Jackie Robinson. Try to fuck Martin Luther King.
Try to fuck Martin Luther King.
Hell yeah. Get him to pay your bills. Yeah. Especially if you was a white woman back then. But
and it could have happened because, you know, Corinna was a soldier from what I've heard.
She was
the rumors are rampant and they say that he was in them streets and she stuck by him.
Hey,
solid.
She held him down.
She was for the cause. It was bigger than the marriage. This was for black people.
Yeah.
You hear that, black woman? Be a Corinna.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Michelle talk out there, but you know, Corinna.
Yeah.
Corinna. And even for you white women, Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, she lost the election, but that's not the worst example.
Right. Exactly.
It's not the worst example.
And it's definitely not the worst thing.
There was no real fall from grace. She's still a Clinton.
Well, no real fall from grace, but I'm not even talking about on her behalf in that aspect. Just being a soldier.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Being a soldier and sticking by the general in command. You know, sometimes the pawns die on the battlefield.
Yes.
And that can reflect bad on the general because it's like, hey, man, you losing a lot of lives out there.
Yeah.
But you getting handed over office.
But little did they know, you must lose pawns.
Strategically.
Yeah.
You must lose pawns.
Willy-nilly losing pawns?
Then that's wrong.
That'll get you.
But that's what. But
that'll
the
get you
idea.
reprimanded.
But no, you have to keep that in your head. I must lose a pawn.
You can't cry over pawns, but you also can't lose them willy-nilly.
No, but we're agreeing, but we just have two.
I just want you to say
I have a war mindset when it comes to
you
it.
Sound
You have
a little loose.
Nigga, not loose. Nigga, nigga.
You remember in GTA when you had two heist options? Smooth and sneaky or loud and stupid.
Nigga, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we know what you were.
Nah, nigga, loud and abrasive. Nigga.
Belligerent.
Abrasive.
Yeah, you in the hot every
Some people
time,
not ready for it. You're going to have to lose a pawn. And you know that.
Of course.
You figured it out. You want to talk about it?
I've held pawns in my hand as they was done. I was like, it had to be. I closed his eyelids. It had to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's for the greater cause.
I was about to say, nigga.
But
you know
pre-show,
what your
we
ass-
at 50 yet? 50 something? I feel like 50 something is good for the
we
pre-show.
really at about 30 because, but yeah.
I'm about to say.
Oh, you want to keep running pre-show?
No, that's cool. I mean, what's up to y'all?
All right, one more last question. Is Aquaman eating fish cannibalism?
No. Clap your hands. Would you thought that was a conversation? No, he's not a fish. He's a human that has fish powers. That's completely different things. Shark Boy is a little bit more.
Aquaman.
Shark Boy is a little bit more nuanced because isn't he half shark technically?
No. Aquaman literally is the king of all things aquatic. Shark Boy is in the conversation too, and I think it's a case for both of them. And
no,
this is just a random thought that I had because I don't know.
But I disagree.
where it came from, it doesn't matter. But I was just like, like this is a conversation because it's like it, and it's different. It's just cannibalism.
No, this is what it is. Aquaman eating salmon is just like Joe Biden. Instead of kissing babies, he was just chewing on their legs. Because you're the leader of the free world.
No.
You're the leader of these creatures. You're not supposed to eat them. You're supposed to guide them and be the symbol for hope, nigga.
Chew the leg.
He's supposed to be kissing the shrimp. He's not supposed to be eating them, just ripping the tails off.
And sucking the toes, nigga.
Yeah.
But no, it's...
that's how you stay elected.
Yeah, for sure. But nah, Aquaman, because fish, he is a fish.
He's not.
He's not.
Like he has fish DNA. Like it's different from like me eating a cow, right? Like, yes, we're two organisms on the same plane, but I don't have cow DNA. That's not cannibalism. It's a completely different thing. But Aquaman eating anything, you know what I mean? Like
he's technically half mermaid, half human.
No, but that's still the same
half
thing.
Mermaid, half human. So that would be like logic saying the N-word. Because as a mermaid, I can see a mermaid being able to eat fish because shark eat fish. So there's a certain level of like hierarchy in the ocean, and when it comes to being a predator, it's like you eat the smaller thing. Because there's not a lot of fish that are herbivores. Like who just eats like algae and shit? Like what is even green in the ocean? You know what I'm saying? A lot of fish do eat other fish. So he is half mermaid. I don't know.
And you want to know the thing? I don't
think you should. I think it's a bad look.
Aquaman eating fish is definitely a bad look. Like even like eating, he probably doesn't even touch fish.
Atlantis would overthrow him. That's kind of just like, that's what we're going through now in this election.
That's cannibalism.
That's fascism for mermaids.
Yes.
You can't get in office and start eating the low-life creatures, nigga.
Yes, nah. That's involuntary way of doing things.
You're gonna turn Atlantis into North Korea.
Yeah.
And no other place should be like North Korea.
Communism.
It's true. Even fantasy places.
You know what I mean? It should be more like Jamaica, right? Like who's running Jamaica? I'm pretty sure he's wearing something real relaxed. Like the mayor of, what was that one city that we was talking about on here? I feel like it was DC or something. I don't want to say it, but fuck it, I'm run with it. DC. The mayor of DC, he was like a real young nigga. He had an afro and shit. Baltimore. Close. I was close.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, he was a smooth cat. But nah, you said
wearing hoodies in the press conferences.
But I guess I was right.
About cannibalism?
Aquaman is a cannibal.
Well, that's the nature of their world though. Fish eat fish.
No, but it's
and he's only half fish, so he can only eat like, he probably couldn't even really process it for him.
Yeah, I'm saying.
You know what I mean? He's still got a human digestive system.
He literally breathes underwater. He has gills.
He's got a point.
He breathes underwater.
Aquaman is a sick nigga.
He breathes underwater, but he uses a toilet just like you.
He is a sick nigga though, because the depiction of him in fucking The Boys is accurate. Like that nigga Deep, like that's how sick Aquaman. He would really just have like ugly gills and shit like that.
He would. His side girl would be an octopus. People want to keep him away from.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean.
Probably what it really would be.
That nigga probably he the only nigga to go to SeaWorld to try to get humped by the dolphins.
Right. He there for a whole other reason
because he can really feel it.
Yeah, man.
Fucking weirdo.
This nigga freak.
Yeah, no. Why you bring up this freak, nigga? Why you think about this freaky?
I guess my theory
nigga?
was right. Please give yours down below. But y'all ready?
Your theory was right, nigga. What?
3,
That's so
2,
obvious.
1.
Yes, America. Welcome back once again, time and time again. This is your favorite show, LOI the Show, and I'm your host, Tone Groove.
J Nobles, white man behind the boards.
Yep.
F-Mac is not in the building. Yeah, he's not here.
He didn't even say nothing this time. He not coming.
He in Charlotte.
Oh, okay. Wow.
He has better places to be.
Yeah.
I guess he's having fun.
He'd rather go spend money than just be here for free.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Exactly.
It's fucked up.
Backwards. But be better than F-Mac. Like the video, subscribe, do your due diligence, comment down below your wild LOIs, partner at the end of the show. Y'all see it. We talk to y'all. We have a couple today from, the weekly members at this point. Shout out to Leak, Nutso.
Yes.
Y'all always doing the best. Appreciate y'all.
Fighting for number one.
And thank you for everybody that, just be watching and supporting loosely. But Nah, we have a jam-packed show.
There's a lot of things that we can get into, and we should start off just on some like completely nut shit. Lauren, go to the note and go to who paid for this. Okay. Because it was probably about 4 a.m., right? I'm watching Donald Trump on Joe Rogan. You know, I'm over here trying to study. I'm taking my notes because, you know, for those who know, we also have another podcast called Homeroom that drops on Tuesdays at 6, right?
Exactly, yes.
Sometimes when AJ's on time.
Yeah.
But I was watching that. This ad appears, and it was the creepiest shit. This is the creepiest political ad I've ever seen. It was like an eerie feeling. And the acting was strange. Yeah. Because it was good and bad. It was the perfect amount. Like, just run it. And it's audible enough for people listening at home. You guys will be able to
I can't even tell who this is for.
Just use your imaginations.
Okay. Let's see.
It's going against MAGA Republicans.
Beautiful girl is
my fault.
It's going against your people.
My people.
Yeah.
I still can't believe this beautiful girl is ours.
Our little IVF miracle.
Sorry, she's not yours anymore.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
I'm your Republican congressman. We made IVF illegal, and we're not letting you criminals raise her.
You're gonna do this. She's our baby.
I won the last election, so it's my decision. If you want a baby, you have to make one the old-fashioned way, and I'll be watching.
Yo, somebody paid at least $57,000 for this. This was a bare minimum.
This nigga said, and I'll be watching.
And I'll be watching.
They paid more for that.
But it's just like this. I'm not gonna lie, that's good advertising.
Yeah.
Like if you know nothing about politics, you just trying to get into it for the first time.
Yeah.
This is the first piece of material that you see.
Hold on.
What's up?
Audio went away.
Audio went away. That's not good.
Oh no, we good. We locked in.
You know how much of it went away?
None of it actually. We locked in.
It's my warning us for nothing. But if this is the first piece of material that you see, your perspective on the MAGA Republicans couldn't be fair. There's nothing that you could see that would even like try to put like a soft cushion on what their philosophy could be.
You want to know like I forgot what it's called, but the comic style political like newspaper shit.
You're talking about the cartoons?
Yeah, the cartoon. What is it called?
It's what the Boondocks used to be. It's political satire, but
political satire pictures,
cartoons. Shit that used to be in newspapers, right?
Yeah.
Political cartoons.
Political cartoons? Yeah.
Okay, we're smart.
But are you talking about the ones in newspapers or like the drawings?
I'm saying this. Well, this is the drawing. Political cartoons.
Like the shit we saw in school. Okay.
It's like this, like this is a commercial now. Like they're creating commercials for this now. You know what I mean? Like it's all satirical. And I don't think, of course, I'm at the age where it's important for me to like be investing in the politics. So I don't know what it was like when I was 5, but I don't remember them ever being this like just satirical and outlandish. Like actually, can you click on in the notes once you're done with that, the Kamala shit? Because
that could just be our youth. Because 25, 24, like we didn't see 90s political ads. It might be a nigga in the comments like fucking Carl that's like, nigga,
but
the Ronald Reagan shit was insane.
Our kids are gonna see this. Like our kids are gonna see all these type of political, just satirical ads.
Retrospectively though, like it might not. It's either gonna be worse or better by the time they get in power. By the time our kids are the ones making decisions, if there's still a planet, because there's some people who think we're not gonna make it that long. But
this is one from George Bush back in 2004.
Oh yeah, let's run this. This looks fun.
Yeah, let's see.
And it has anger in the title.
Against George Bush or for?
I think for him, approved by him, I believe. Let's see.
I'm George W. Bush, and I approve this message.
In which direction would John Kerry lead? Kerry voted for the Iraq War, opposed it, supported it, and now opposes it again. He bragged about voting for the $87 billion to support our troops before he voted against it. He voted for education reform and now opposes it. He claims he's against increasing Medicare premiums, but voted 5 times to do so. John Kerry, whichever way the wind blows.
That's perfect.
That
is perfect.
John Kerry.
That is storytelling.
He's a gypsy. This nigga has no home. He's lost. He's a wanderer.
He's a wave rider.
And that was actually him doing it too.
He's not creating the current. He's just going wherever he's going wherever he sails, nigga. Like what's hot in the ocean right now? Oh, we ain't paying for Medicaid? Bet. But I'm gonna support it when it comes to Congress.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you can't deal with a nigga that's just sly because you never know what his objective is because he's too wishy-washy.
And that's how I feel about Kamala. But nah, in all seriousness, this ad has the same thing to do with yours. Okay. Now, from what you see, you already know what it is. Let's just play it. Let's just play it.
You just want to run it? All right.
How does this connect?
Hello, ladies.
What do you say?
Just play it.
Okay.
Hello, ladies. I'm Trey. It's good to be here.
Hey, Trey.
Hey.
So, what do you do and how much do you make?
I work in finance, making 6 figures.
How tall are you?
6'5".
Okay. Do you work out?
I like to stay active, yeah.
Do you have a plan to vote?
I didn't plan on it. Hello, ladies. I'm Trey.
It's different. This is different. Now let's back out real quick.
Wow.
Now
this is revolutionary.
This is revolutionary. Can you just go up so I just in case there's information about it? So Kamala Harris releases dating ads on Snapchat and Instagram telling young black men, you nigga,
they won't get laid.
That they won't get laid unless they vote for her.
Dude, I'm not gonna score unless I vote for Kamala.
The ads are running their college campuses in key swing states. About 65% of the ad spend is going towards women, which makes sense because they're trying to influence women to,
shun us.
Influence men.
They're turning young black women into old black men.
Now,
because think about it, in your life, the main character that has scolded you for having obtuse views on voting and the political process has always been an older black woman.
For sure.
So now they're just trying to get them started on this propaganda, this public shaming of black men on them young. They pushing this shit. Next thing you know, it's gonna be in school. It's gonna be on the syllabus in public systems, like why you shouldn't give black men pussy because they didn't vote. And it's not even. It would be worse if they was like, if you didn't vote for Kamala, like if they made it like, yo, I'm voting for Trump. If you went on there and was like, yeah, you know, Trump is better for the economy. All the balloons pop.
Exactly.
That'd be crazy as shit.
Yeah, nah.
But they did it in a slick way to where they're getting that message off.
And this is a tad bit old. It's like 2 weeks, but regardless, it's still some crazy shit. But it's, I don't know. When I first saw it, I just thought it was good. But
yeah, because it honestly, I've seen ads that were like podcasts. It was a fake satirical podcast, and they was trying to do like a ad run that would normally happen on a real one. And they was like, "Yo, dude, have you heard about Dave?" He's like, "Nigga, what the fuck is that?" Like Dave is this new app to where it's like it gives you your money before your check hits, and it charges you $1,000 for using it. He was like, "Bro, no way!" Like them fake, like it's real scripted.
Yeah,
I hate them shits. But this right here,
but at what point
you did set it up really good into where I was like, I had no idea what I was getting into, but I did assume immediately that this was real. I was like, okay, he's actually.
But at what point does it stop? It's like, imagine it's like, you know, at most you're getting asked like, do you wear a condom? If you're gonna fuck with a girl. Like if it starts,
or like shit for pirating movies. You remember those pirating movies ads? Them shits used to be a little terrifying. They made it sound like that was like human trafficking. Of the time. You pirate a movie.
But I just been seeing ads for a lot of different shit. Abortion, of course, you know when it comes with that, it's always like a beautiful black queen.
Yo, we might have to play one of them shit.
Yeah.
Piracy is a crime shit.
This is Piracy is a Crime commercials from back in the day.
All right, hold on one second. Make sure I get a full screen on it.
No headphone warning, nigga. Watch your hand bad, fuck, nigga.
You wouldn't steal a television. You wouldn't steal a movie.
We see you. Put that back.
Downloading pirated Films is stealing.
Jail time.
Stealing is against the law.
Prison.
Piracy is a crime. They made it sound.
That was a clink clink at the end right there.
They made it sound like if you downloaded Deadpool 2, that Chris Hansen would just come out your closet and be like, what you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What was your plans here this evening?
Or literally Ryan Reynolds, like, why would you try to scam me like this? I thought you liked me.
I see this bowl of popcorn. Did you plan on watching a pirated movie?
Yeah. Well, Food Line bought popcorn. Are you serious? But nah, man, it's a bunch of. I've never seen nothing like this, especially in my lifetime, where it's just ads are like intertwining with like pop culture in a sense. Because ads have always been.
They always
ads.
done that.
No, ads have always been intertwined culturally, but pop culture,
they always have.
Urban culture,
yes, every time. Even with Michael Jackson, even with
political ads.
Maybe
political ads.
That's the whole point. Oh, well, political ads.
Maybe,
Excuse me, political ads.
I don't know, man.
The political ads have never I've seen political ads have to intertwine with culture because that's what policies are being written about. But the ads, I've never seen it to where urban culture is getting looked at as like, okay, like they looking at these 20 versus ones. Okay, oh, they like what Woody's saying. Well, let's do something like that. Let's get us a Woody. You know what I mean?
But you got to also think about the time period that like 20v1 side content with Woody wasn't being produced. That wasn't an IP that existed. So it's like the source material that they're pulling from, especially in that time period, it was all simple shit. Like they had the radio, the TV probably had like 20 channels. Like it wasn't much going on. But when you see a Pepsi commercial with Carlton Banks as a kid, he moonwalks all the way and then he runs into the real Michael Jackson. He's like, oh shit, Mike, you drink Pepsi too? And Mike's like, yeah, nigga, Shimon, I drink Pepsi.
Yeah.
And then they just get busy. That's culture.
Yeah, it's
and
culture.
ads.
That's what I'm saying.
Nigga, that's Michael Jordan. It's not, of course, but it's
Spike Lee.
political.
Spike Lee standing on Michael Jordan's shoulders.
Yeah.
Political,
The
though.
niggas playing horse.
It's never been like this. You know what I mean? Like, and the only reason they haven't hit up Mr. Beast.
It's a little amplified right
The
here.
only reason they haven't hit up Mr. Beast is because he got caught up in that,
that thing.
His
homeboy.
Him and his homeboy got
Mr.
caught up in that
Delaware.
thing, and his homeboy is a thing.
His
you know what I
homeboy
mean?
let his thing go, and that became a thing. And then some thingy things happened around that thing taking place, and then it was a
thingy situation.
It was a situation.
Yeah. But that's the only reason they didn't do some like, oh, you want this $10,000? Who you voting for, nigga? Like, you know?
That's too confrontational.
Well, of course it would be like,
it almost feel like you're gonna take the $10,000 from me.
of course I don't know how Mr. Beast would do it. Like, you know, he's a smart guy. He might do something crazy.
I don't know. He could go crazy because it's against Donald Trump, and you're allowed to do that. Anytime that you go,
he would have definitely been Democrat. Yeah,
Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
I mean, because he don't want to fuck around and get shadow banned on YouTube. Like, I don't even think it's a sector he should even delve into because he has too much to lose.
Yeah.
But even though his audience is kids, it's like there's still repercussions for saying certain opinions out here.
Yeah.
You're going to see.
Especially because your audience is kids.
Hell yeah.
And kids have parents.
Yeah.
And the parents have views. So it's like, oh, Mr. Beast Mr. Beast gonna start putting propaganda in his videos and whatnot.
Parents are the ones that buy the Feastables,
exactly,
the burgers, the chocolate bars,
the Lunchleys.
Kids don't have money.
Yeah, nah. And I've never bought a Beast burger. How was it again?
Yeah, you had one, right, Lon?
Trash. Oh my God.
You know they have what is
Trash.
it? Can you look up Zaxby's?
It was
and Mr.
very
Beast?
annoying because we ordered 4 burgers and 3 of them came incorrectly with like the shit that we like. We said no onions. It had onions, like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just sloppy shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it was not that good already. You know what I'm saying?
Would you rather go to McDonald's or something?
I don't like that place either though.
That's why I asked because
so.
like McDonald's isn't that great that place.
Nah, I mean Mr. Beast's burger honestly is better than a McDonald's burger. I would say just because it don't taste as manufactured.
That's not true.
But that's not a compliment to Mr. Beast. That's a shot at McDonald's.
Exactly. I'm not a McDonald's fan.
Yeah. Clearly, you like Mr. Beast more. And
nah, I don't like that. That shit was garbage.
It's just fucking garbage.
Well, you're right.
I've even seen it in pictures. I was like, that shit look like. You remember the plastic kitchen sets that like your little sister had? It was a bunch of fake food.
Can you look up what he got with Zaxby's too?
His Zaxby's box.
Yeah, what is that?
I think it's chicken fingers, right?
But is it something that he made up, or is it just like
it's propaganda?
Sweetie,
the Mr. Beast box, man.
The Mr. Beast box is just like when Travis Scott had a burger. Nigga put Texas barbecue in.
Can you read that?
4 hand-breaded chicken fingers with Zax sauce, crinkle fries, a half order of fried white cheddar bites with 2 ranch, 2 slices of Texas toast, small drink, and a chocolate milk chocolate bar.
A Feastables milk chocolate bar.
Let me look at the picture.
Yeah, how much does it cost too?
I don't know what to say.
Because that's a sizable meal, but
that's
it's
a
like,
sizable meal.
If
like
that shit is $22, it's not worth it. It's not, because you can go to McDonald's. You know how McDonald's, like back when we was working there, every now and then it would be a rare instance where a motherfucker would come in that just knew the menu. That was like, yo, let me get the big family box that 2 people order every 7 months.
Yes.
The shit that you forget because they don't order it often enough. Like, how do I get to where that button is on the screen?
Yeah.
And it's like 30 burgers, 70-piece nuggets.
It's literally like the only bang for your buck option type shit.
Yeah.
$20. It's like, oh my God, I'll be doing McDonald's completely wrong.
Right. Niggas probably knowing them niggas taking them burgers and freezing them.
Hell yeah. And they probably giving them shits out
to the next day.
to orphanages.
Nasty.
Nigga. And it's crazy, like all those burgers, nigga, you could, man, the ROI on that is definitely longer than what you would have got back for, the fucking vending machines.
You waited too long, bro.
You could stretch stretch 70 burgers at McDonald's for at least 15 years.
Yeah, and you don't got to kick the machine to get it either. They just serve you that shit.
Yeah, nah.
That's nothing about the vending machines. What even how janky they are.
You also don't got to get advertised Lauren's new song. That's exactly what the fuck he's gonna be doing.
Oh yeah, that shit is half jukebox.
This nigga gonna be,
but it only plays Lauren's records. Tonight, I'm gonna fill up on the titty, you're right. And I'm wrong, but I know that I'm right. And I'm coming to my city tonight. It's like, nigga, I just want my Reese's. How do I turn this shit off? Why does this nigga keep saying it to me?
Reese's does sound good as shit right now.
You know, hit your boy.
Yeah.
He right there.
57.
And you know what's crazy? And you remember there was an era where like we kind of cooled off on it because, inflation and all that. We just be getting the Red Bull at the gas station down the street. But there was a point in time where we would come in here with snacks. Like you have your set of gummy worms. I might have some gummy bears.
And it's like,
and then we come into the Hawks and the fucking vultures. It's like, yo, let me get a few of those, nigga. All I see is sticky palms out.
Hell yeah. And they would be like, oh, what's that? I never seen that type of candy. Oh, let me get that.
Hell yeah, that's some new shit. Let me try it on your behalf.
Yeah, exactly.
On your dime. And it's like, of course, here you go, my brother. I like to feed the necessary, the help.
I will bestow you with the powers that I have given myself to you.
But Lauren was the most egregious consumer of them all.
Yeah.
AJ would get him in, but he likes cigarettes more than anything else.
Exactly.
But Lauren is a snack connoisseur, so it only makes sense.
Yeah, he's a sugar
It only
fiend.
makes sense that he would sling eventually.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's what they say about business. You're supposed to sell what you love.
Yeah.
Because your heart is in it.
At that point, it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't even feel like you're spending $57,000.
It's Valentine's Day every fucking day, nigga. He just around Cheez-Its, M&M's.
Smiling while he restocking.
His girl just gonna have a pile of wrappers just everywhere. It's just here, snacks.
He told you everything about it. Did he tell you how long it takes to restock them?
Yeah, I got the info.
He said he got the info.
He got the info. How much did it cost?
Because if it take you 2 minutes to restock, you gotta train yourself like a NASCAR the tire guy, like how fast they do it. Mm-hmm. You got to train yourself.
And that's if he's doing it, because he could use this as an opportunity to be a pillar of the community. Like, you employ some young bulls. Like, you go to a barbershop, you see a nigga sweeping and says, like, hey, young blood, how much they paying you to do this shit?
Yeah.
About $2 an hour. It's like, nigga, I give you 10 if you put snacks in the machine. You change that nigga life.
Uh-huh. You want to really hustle?
That's better than that golden ticket, nigga.
Yeah, yeah. You want to move some bars, nigga?
Hell yeah.
You buy bars?
Sling this chocolate.
Yeah, let's move these bars, nigga.
Hell yeah. Like Riley Freeman, nigga. Yeah, show them the cartoon and shit. That's how you get kids. You just show them cartoons.
Yeah.
Oh shit, a cartoon nigga did it. I could do it. Sell chocolate.
Yeah, nah. Lauren is kid friendly. He got that kid friendly look. But speaking of kid friendly, let's bring up Dracula. So, Drea Mitchell, we all know of this hoe.
Legendary. I remember I first saw her work. By that I mean her body. When I was probably like, young, I don't want to say middle school, but either young middle school, early high school. And I was impressed. Like, that was one to where, like, my mom, she was watching the Housewives of some city. And I would walk by and I'm like, that's she one of the good money ones in the group. Because know, there's a couple scallywags.
That you could just tell it's the camera.
Great personalities. Like they'll throw the drink and cause some drama. So they're necessary for the story, but they're not the most appealing to look at. But Drea was always bad.
There's no bad bitches that are good at reality TV.
And the thing is, that's what makes this such a crazy story to begin with, because Jalen Green, I think, is younger than us.
Yes,
so
about a year.
You got to think, we was young, like, yo, Drea Michelle is one of the bad bitches. I remember my homies like, yo, you seen Drea Michelle?
Yeah.
So he grew up talking about her, then got her pregnant,
her.
then got bagged by her.
Exactly.
Then got bagged by her, which is not the best way to fuck her, but it is.
Why you stepping on my man's game like he didn't bag her, bro?
Because
that's not what happened.
I've seen a video.
I know what happened.
I saw a video of them like going on a walk with their kid. It was like her. She was pushing the stroller, and she was holding the baby. She was feeding it. She was carrying 2 bags, and that nigga was just walking around looking like my little brother, just like, yo, scud, we just outside walking and shit. She looking like she's at work, like taking care of her 2 children, and this nigga's just lollygagging. But so I was like, she looked like the adults.
I'm of the belief that she bagged him, but if you got the bread and she's wanting the bread and you choose to give it to her, did you bag her?
No.
You're a victim.
You didn't bag her. You didn't bag her. You bought her.
There we go.
No, but you're also
you purchased
But what
her.
do you do with the things you purchase? You put them in a bag.
No, but you're a victim of circumstance.
Not if you're at Harris Teeter.
Put them in a bag.
If you're at Harris Teeter, they had little niggas like him making $250 an hour to do it for you.
Yeah, that's a fact. Nah, I know she bagged him. I know.
Yeah.
But nah, this is very unfortunate. But I don't know, like.
But
I did see that video.
Did we say this
I
part?
just put it on the screen.
Because I think I just started talking about like the genesis.
I'm about to say you just start fucking talking.
Hey nigga, we podcast.
But yeah, can you zoom in on this?
Yeah, I can zoom in.
Damn, I wish I would have. But breaking news, everybody. And first of all, we should have said this first. But Houston Rockets guard Jalen Green, he re-signed a 3-year contract, $106 million rookie contract extension. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of bread.
And for context, he's one of the. I don't know if he's one of the first, but he's one of the rare ones that successfully got this rookie contract extension to this extent. He's one of the rare ones that got it through, because I heard Gilbert Arenas talking about that shit. He was like, that shit don't happen like that for real.
Yeah, nah.
So I was like, okay.
I think it happened to a few niggas. Like, I think Zion.
That's why I
got
said
that
rare, but it's like,
but it wasn't that much money for Zion.
That much money. That's what I'm saying. I think this is the biggest deal for that rookie extension.
But also,
if I'm not mistaken,
potentially,
I don't want niggas in the comments to be like, y'all stupid.
But also the hope.
Take it with a grain.
Like, Zion, he got the money, but is there really hope for his future? Can you see that with Jalen? You can actually see this nigga what.
Jalen Green is in a peculiar situation too, though, because he's really good. He's really good. But even I forgot what basketball player it was, but he was talking about that shit. He was like, yo, them niggas in Houston, if they ever get traded, they're gonna have a rude awakening on that new team, because the shit that they're getting away with on the court, they're not really competing for a ring or a championship. It's a bunch of young niggas. It's a little bit of confusion in the front office. It's not, but they don't have a really solid, like, okay, this is our future. So they're getting away with things that they would never get away with in other NBA jerseys.
But at that point, if he was to be traded, I think he could, put his head down, change the way he plays his game. You know what I mean? He's nice. And at a certain point, a lot of what you have to be is just nice, and you can learn. It might take some time, but he's also 22.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice, can learn, and submittable.
Because of what?
Because of the footage from in the past. He was the one getting spanked or dry humped
I remember that.
You remember? He was the victim.
He's been a victim many times.
You see, the thing is, and when you're the bottom is always the most agreeable.
Yeah.
They have to be.
How else would you take that position?
And how else?
If you didn't agree to it.
If you didn't agree.
And how else would you let Drea suck your blood forever? She's going to be draining you forever. And it's unfortunate that, like, I wonder.
Ooh, she gave me the chills just now.
Everybody, what?
What kind of chills?
Just damn.
She
could have all my
the
bread
cold-blooded
like that.
nature.
And you.
I mean, she can't, Lauren. Not if you let her. Not if you let her.
I mean, he's stuck.
But he stuck himself.
That's what I'm saying.
This is one of the instances where it's like the fly didn't even just get caught in the spider web. It fucking moonwalked into that shit. It was like, yo, I'm about to come here and chill. I'm about to lay back, treat that shit like a hammock. And they like being there. They're being taken care of, and well fed. Babies are groomed. Ugh. He wakes up and he doesn't worry about nothing but practice.
But like you said, I think the type of lifestyle that a lot of NBA players live, like how you said in the beginning, how you just believe that you're the hero in every story, especially when it's on the court. For some reason, they actually believe that. And it's been proven many times just because of the way their life has gone. You know, $1 million, deals, bitches, things of that nature. So it was really like he saw the cave. Everybody was scared to go in it. He knew the infamous Dracula was in that motherfucker, but he was like, I can slay it. My sword will be the one to slay this motherfucker.
With no armor. Because he went in with black fingernail polish.
All colorful.
Think about, like, even as a child, when your ego starts to hallucinate of how you could potentially, as a 14-year-old, bag Dre and Michelle. Like, you don't do it with nail polish. You would feel like that's like putting the sliders up or down on 2K. Like, you fucking the game up, nigga. Yeah. You're making it way harder than it has to be.
And that's the thing, man. You got to be very careful, man, because I can see how this happened for him. Like, he was about to go out with her. Yeah. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, let's go here. And she was like, what? Are we going here? No, let's go here. And she's just been constantly putting him on the game. So in his head, in his young brain, simple-minded, by the way, he thought that, like, oh, this bitch really know a lot of shit. What she do, but she don't. Because she only know what she's been taught from, you know.
That's the danger with a woman like her. So well-traveled, been all around the places. She can put you onto the goods. You think that she's just putting you on, but she's controlling.
Well-traveled, but not well-versed.
It depends, because nonetheless, it is controlling, because you got a lot of say-so in my daily decisions.
You feel what I'm saying?
But if you're better at making decisions than me, he's probably a little bit more reluctant to have that type of ego to approach a situation like that, because you can't. Realistically, you have an Oedipus complex. Like, somewhere in your psyche, you need a woman that is more mature than you so she could take care of you, because you're a young bull.
You want to get something out?
No.
No, I'm saying, do you want to like
what?
That laugh?
Nah, I was laughing at you at your face, because when he said whatever complex, you looked to the left like, what is this nigga saying?
You don't know what Oedipus complex?
Nigga, no, I know what it means.
Oh,
no,
you ain't know what it was?
No, I'm saying his
Google
laugh.
it for a long
No, he hit his laugh like, yeah, like it was so
I was laughing
high-pitched.
at you because the way you had looked to the left.
Oh, you was
like,
looking
yeah.
at me. I bet you was looking at me.
Stop flirting.
Because I didn't know what that complex.
Okay.
I was in the middle of something so important, y'all niggas playing.
He
did that on his own.
Stupid.
Jesus
I never said a word.
But
He stopped that.
This is a peculiar situation, but I feel like it's the perfect predicament for a rookie NBA player.
In terms of the hero's journey?
Predicament for, well, caveat. For the rookie NBA player that's not like a Jalen Brown that's too smart for the position, like he's already mature on his own.
It's the perfect position for a rookie contract gentleman who ends up becoming a superstar and staying a superstar. If he gets washed and falls off, it's a terrible situation for him.
Because having a wife to some degree is going to regulate his life.
Yes.
Because he is a young nigga, and he's, based off footage we've seen in the past, he's capable of making some questionable decisions.
Yeah.
But it's also fair to say that because of who she is and who she knows, you know, who he is, he's probably fucking other bitches on the side, and like she's cool with it. And so that's probably its own little bonus in his head, like, you know, like, hey, nigga, just don't bring nothing back. And he's probably cool with that.
Probably. And
it's probably,
and she's
it's the intrinsic things that are going to keep him sane during this process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just looking at it, you know, for what it is. All right, got a hoe pregnant. Everybody that, you know, you go to a party with her, everybody's probably fucked her face, you know, spit on her, you know, do things that you probably never even thought of doing because you don't even you're not even looking at her in that way, you know?
I promise you she's teaching him how to be a man.
Yeah.
The other day she showed him she put the penny in the tire to show him like, this is how you check the pressure. Yeah. This is how you see your tread.
Exactly.
You put the penny, if you see half of it, you should probably get some new tires, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
shit that his father should have taught him.
Yeah, nah.
And the thing is, she's probably been around so many like legendary professionals, like niggas who truly is like, they had their shit together. They had their process, their routine. It was success. 57,000 on a machine is nothing. They got a couple of those, and they just pimping life. So she knows what a man's habits who has that looks like.
Exactly.
So she could see him and be like, he doesn't really, you know, practice hard. Like he's not really enthusiastic about practice. He's just, you know, lollygagging. He's smoking before he go in.
But because
she could give him that proper instruction.
But because of like who Drea is, she's gonna build him up. You know what I mean? She's gonna play her position very well because she know like hoes have a certain way of thinking. They're very
toes.
They are visualizers. You know what I mean?
You have to be able to manifest every morning when that's your job.
So when she got into this position, she immediately visualized her future. She's gonna build this nigga up. She's gonna you know, teach him how to do his taxes. So, you know, the IRS don't come for his fucking vending machines and shit. But to the point where it's like he just feels appreciated. Like what's the thing where the Stockholm syndrome, where your kidnapper, like you fall in love with your kidnapper?
You just fall in love with the circumstances.
You fall in love with the circumstances because you're a victim of the circumstance.
In the way that you become participants in your capture.
Exactly.
Because of your complacency.
Exactly.
Well, complacency might be a little harsh. But that's it though.
It's a lot of different things going on with this situation that, I mean, I think it's going to work. Hopefully it's nothing crazy come out that like they just fighting in the elevator.
She doesn't seem insane either.
What you mean?
She seems pretty even killed.
She hasn't like made trouble of the situation yet, type of shit.
Not even that. I'm just talking about her temperament as a person. Like even on the show, she didn't used to really trip that much. Like she wasn't one of the brash ones. She was just like, oh God, bitches, what? Stop.
Okay.
Let her hair go. She was the peacemaker.
Really?
So it's like that might transition into the household to where it's like
Tony would get tricked too. That's what he would tell her.
Are you serious?
You would really, for real though, you was really the peacemaker.
You believe that?
The mother bitch was tripping.
Believe that?
I don't know what was wrong
I
with
don't need her to raise me.
It's not, no, nigga.
My fingernails are clear. I have guidance. Look at this guidance. You see this guidance?
All right.
You see this callus?
All right.
I have more callus than she does.
All right.
She ain't grip nothing.
You know how to, all right. Check your air filter?
Huh?
You know how to check your air filter?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's easy as shit.
Yeah,
you just pop a latch, nigga, you should have said something a little more complex. Know what I mean?
Are you talking about on the vehicle?
Yeah, on the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
you
know,
know
the ceiling.
You know how to do it in your home?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
You know how to do it in your home?
Yeah. And I don't need stilts to do it either, nigga.
It's not like,
wait, it's not in the roof.
No, they can be.
Yeah, they are.
What are you talking about?
Most of them aren't like.
Yeah, they are.
Most of them are actually. Now that I think about it, most of them probably are. They go both ways. Like you'll fuck around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They go both ways.
See one on the floor on the side somewhere, but you know what I mean? Ceilings.
Okay. Hey, different lifestyles. But nah, shout out to Jalen Green. Hopefully you get through this, brother. If you're watching this, don't let this bitch drain your blood.
Please.
Or at least all of it. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to.
He gonna have to hoop.
You're gonna
Keep
have
hooping, my brother.
Exactly.
Keep hooping.
So you can't let her drain you too much because you need that blood so it can
and they're not married yet, right?
it.
They're not like fiancés or anything.
No, but they might as well.
They might as well be.
Put that clause in that contract, my brother. Prenuptial agreement. Get a nice little clause in there. Get it done.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna make him sign a prenup, nigga. He's that misguided.
Say you can't have any of my rookie extension or any further extensions from here henceforth.
And if everybody in the league didn't call you to console you, especially Steven Jackson, then nobody likes you or respects you in the league. You know what I'm saying? Because he should have been having a lot of calls of niggas like, yo, you know, just some advice. Because I've done this before. Zach Randolph, his infamous tweet, I think I married a hoe. Can we look that up? Zach Randolph, I think I married a hoe.
He wasn't quoting any
no, this is not a
poets?
rapper. This is not a Project Pat album name.
What did he say? I married a hoe. This was they heard him say. Is that the
No, this is what he tweeted.
Oh, okay. And was
Damn,
that picture of that girl the hoe in question?
I believe so.
Probably should have just went to images.
Nah.
I don't know. It's more like his daughter.
That's what I'm saying. That's a pick of his daughter. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely his daughter, man. What you
Well,
talking
nah,
about?
just go to images.
Oh, yeah, I could. You want me to go back to that? I was going to go to that article because I know they was going to have it. But.
Zach Randolph's biggest
That, just so you can see who it was.
Just to see, yeah.
So you see who it was.
Just so you
there's
see
the
hoe.
tweet right there too.
Yeah.
Okay,
And the tweet's right here, so I was
high
just
level
trying to
thinking, nigga.
Yeah.
But yes, you see the tweet. I married a hoe. And if Jalen Daniels, didn't get a lot of calls, like infamous calls too, like from
Jalen Green?
Yeah, Jalen. If he didn't get calls from, people like Zach Randolph, Steven Jackson, people who have been through these complications with bitches, scandalous whores.
He typed that shit in all caps, like he yodeled it.
Yeah.
I married a hoe.
yeah.
I married a hoe.
Yeah, nigga. Highway going 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, nah, that
trying to feel something.
Just that, like, realizing you made that mistake would send you on a deep spiral of self-reflection. Because something about me is off. I'm wrong somehow that I made this decision. And that's why he had to tweet about it. Because it's like he feels so much shame that it's just like basking in publicly. You might as well, nigga, if you're going to go out, just go out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
I married a hoe. Everybody already knows. You're not saying anything new. We seen TMZ.
Yeah.
We seen what she was doing to you. So we're actually glad that you're just finally admitting it to a certain degree. Because it's like,
free.
at least he knows.
Yeah, it's free.
Because a lot of niggas, you can see, storylines be happening and you can't tell if he's aware that he's making a mistake.
Yeah.
Because he's not speaking on the issue enough. I'm trying to think of a good example. Will Smith is a little spotty. It's a little spotty because he's said a lot, but he's not saying the truth.
Right.
So that's where it gets spotty.
And he only started saying a lot recently. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
In the recent years, like the last 5 years type shit.
Yo, son, I have found out. I was watching, I don't know, some YouTube video, but apparently Will Smith wore a white tuxedo to his wedding, dog.
Yeah.
You know what that signifies?
Yeah. And I think it was
that means something so deep, I might not even be able to articulate it. It's like the wedding was for both of them. And then if you know the story, he was begging her to get married. Look at this shit, dog.
Yeah. They were both the bride.
They were both the bride. Like, they probably went to the bakery, nigga, in white tuxedo. Like, you want a little dude, a dude in a white suit?
Yeah, nah.
Two of them, nigga.
Like, is this for your trans
What
baby?
kind of fairy tale wedding is this?
But nah, this is and he did the same thing when they got
their renewed their vows.
Wait, I think he did it with both his wives, almost.
Oh yeah, that's another woman.
And what that signifies,
it means something.
Basically, they got changed in the same dressing room. Like, nothing. Was God even here for this?
You know what's funny?
What I'm saying? Like, it messes up the whole spiritual process, the whole spiritual concoction.
God was definitely there, and God was the only person Will Smith allowed to see him in the suit. You know how it's bad luck for like you to see the bride right before the wedding?
That's what I'm saying.
Will Smith hiding in the closet like, no, you can't. I got to hit that runway first.
Yeah.
You're going to fuck with my blessings. Look at this.
And Jada was trying to break open the closet like, come on.
And Jada was trying to crawl out the window because she was saying that she didn't want to get married. Even there was a Red Table Talk episode where they was talking and she was like I cried the whole time. I was like, man, this is the saddest shit I've ever fucking heard, dog.
Nah, man,
he didn't even get on one. He didn't get on one knee to propose. He got on both. He got on his knees and his elbows and begged, like, please, this has to happen.
Oh, I'm tripping. No, this other woman is from the movie.
Oh, God damn it, Lauren.
But I mean, even in the movie, you portrayed
Oh
yourself
yeah, that is
way.
Bad Boys. But even in Bad Boys,
Yeah,
right?
damn.
That's still strange.
Yeah.
He wanted to be as close to reality as possible.
And is this him replaying his marriage with his wife?
Is him replaying his fantasy?
Is there
what he actually did?
Is there confidence in this? Like, is this just unwaveringly just an immense amount of confidence that Will Smith feels, or that you think he feels, to where he could just do outlandish things that for most men would be a little scandalous, a little ticklish, a little silly looking?
You know what's funny, my brother? It actually comes from the exact opposite place. He just feels so empty that he's seeking fulfillment in all these stupid things like weddings, white tuxedos. He needs a community. He needs to move to Africa. He needs to put down the iPhone, drop the Bluetooth. It's all unnecessary because it's causing him to make erratic decisions. He doesn't know who Will Smith is because he's running away from Will Smith.
Yeah. He doesn't.
I don't know who Will Smith either is.
Yeah.
That's why I can't say his name.
Will Smith.
Who is the real Will Smith? Is his name even really Will, or is it like William or Wilford? He looks like a Wilford ass nigga.
Whatever the weakest name you can pick from Will, that's his name.
Google that, Lauren. What is Will fully spelled out?
What?
Will Smith's name fully. Because, this nigga's, he's J Nobles, but that's not his fucking name.
William, probably.
I promise you it's probably
Willard.
something.
It's
Willard Carroll?
Yeah. Smith Jr.
Smith Jr.
Oh, they set him up.
They made a mistake twice. Willard. That's kind of crazy, but shit, my grandpa named Sylvester, so I don't know which one is cooler.
That's actually
I'd rather be named
cool.
Sylvester.
That's kind of fly.
Yeah, I'd rather be named Sylvester.
Yeah, no,
Actually,
Willard is.
I automatically think your grandpa was a pimp.
Nigga, bro, we was just talking about how legendary that nigga was yesterday.
Yeah, I automatically think that.
And you got to understand, Willard, born in what time? Can you just go back?
All right, like 72.
68.
Willard, born in 68 in Philadelphia. Like, his parents thought that naming him that would make him successful. You know what I mean?
And it's
like,
funny.
let me give him a smart name. You know what I'm
think
saying?
so?
Like, it was just that pseudo confidence.
But
was just.
Were they right?
But it only worked one time. It only worked one time because Will Smith's dad was, I think, broken abusive. And then Will Smith got famous and became a multi-million fucking movie star with the name. But then his first son is the third. I saw that shit right there. His son's name is also Willard. We don't know shit about that nigga. We know Jaden though.
Yeah.
We know Willow. We don't know Willard, nigga. That's impossible. You can't get by with that shit.
I never thought about that. I never realized her name was Willow. I never thought about that.
You're simple-minded.
Willow. I mean, look, man, it runs in the family. It's a bunch of
and
crazy
even
shit.
did you pick up on Jada and Jaden?
I figured that.
Yeah, okay, I'm about to say.
But I never thought about Willow in that way.
But
it's like you figured that Easter egg out and was like, I'm done.
Yeah. It was like,
I figured them out. That's
Yeah.
Jaden, this it.
But crazy thought, right? I was
parents.
I was chilling and whatnot.
How
right?
hard?
Oh man, amazing! Like an immense amount of levels of chilling. I was just fucking damn near sweating. Like, you ever chill so much, it's like, God damn, I need to move. It was hot in there. I was chilling so much.
I know what you mean. Like, you just chilled before you got the circumstances to chill perfect.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't turn no fan on.
Yeah.
You ain't turn the TV up.
Like, I was just chilling.
Yeah.
And I was watching a video of this dude, actually Hassan Campbell, shout out to him. You know, he has the 2 autistic sons.
Yeah.
Right? And I was just thinking, like, damn, 2 autistic sons. 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to break it down in my head. Like, how do you get 2 autistic sons?
Aren't they adopted? I thought he had adopted kids.
They're adopted? They can't be. No, the way he talks about them, they're his sons. That's his blood, his work, right? But regardless, there's somebody out there with 2 autistic sons. But I was even thinking, does everybody have an autistic gene to be able to have an autistic son or daughter?
That's not something you should think. That's something you should Google. That's definitely something you should Google. You don't want to get into bro science with autism because, you know, that's how you end up with 2 autistic sons. But
that's trait. Hold on.
Are they twins?
No, I mean,
or he just has 2 different.
Are they twins? Yes.
2 completely. No, but like if they're twins, it's possible they share genes. Nigga, they both could be autistic.
No, not everyone has an autistic gene.
See,
and autism is a complex disorder with many contributing factors. Autism is usually caused by a combination of multiple genes working together rather than a single gene. So environmental factors such as maternal immune response in the womb, I guess cigarettes or whatnot, birth complications. It's a rare gene. 2 to 4% of people with autism, a rare gene, a mutation or chromosome abnormality.
Rarely are the genes like a rare gene alone being the mutation. And only about 2 to 4% of those people is a rare gene, the mutation that causes it. I think that's what that's saying, right?
I want to trust you.
Lauren does look like the expert on this, but
yes,
it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
I was just thinking that, like, do we all carry the possibility of all genes? You know what I'm saying?
That's your ego hallucinating. You're not God. You don't have all genes.
No, for better or for worse.
You definitely don't have FMAC genes.
I definitely don't.
Which you're clearly jealous of.
Right.
No, I'm not.
Clearly jealous.
Nobody's jealous of FMAX genes.
You're jealous of FMAX genes.
I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous of nothing.
So
his
jealous
jeans,
of his jeans that at every chance you get,
his
you
clothing.
make fun of his shirt.
He makes fun of his shirt because he knows what lies underneath the bane of his existence.
Exactly.
His dream body, nigga.
Dream body.
Your dream body.
Whatever, nigga. Fuck out of here, you fucking.
It's all right though, man. Everybody has, the source material that they pull from. You know what I mean?
And everybody has a dream.
With basketball, I used to like to watch KD, Lil James Harden. I'm like, I like the way he do that little hezzy tween.
What do you say to yourself?
If that's the
what do you
case,
say to yourself about FMAC that psychs you up in the morning?
So if that's the case,
get up and
you
work hard?
love. It's like you love Lauren's competitiveness and determination on the court because that's all you talk shit about. You love the way he jumps and kills himself for rebounds. You love the way he just flings up a shot to the gods.
I appreciate.
You love the way he just
flings up a shot.
That's
funny.
It's like you're too to foul, but you get a little antsy. You get
coming from the foulest nigga in the world is crazy.
This nigga, he's not talking. He's not talking. He's not talking.
Put it this way, Lauren. Put it this way, Lauren. He's the only one in here that has offensive fouls.
Fuck out of here.
How you fouling on offense, my nigga?
You literally
have the ball.
You foul.
You have the ball.
You
nigga.
hit everybody when you're driving to the lane.
Yeah, I initiate
you
contact.
You smack everybody on the way there.
That's what you're supposed to do. You initiate a little contact.
You dribble smack.
That's not true, nigga. It's better than what you do. I don't like to hook people around.
Fuck out here.
You know what I mean? I don't like to pin niggas' arms to their side so they can't do anything to contest this wide open layup he's about to miss.
Yeah.
Speaking of, that's legal. Kyrie doesn't. But speaking of pinning people down, the infamous Corinna Kopf, she's done being pinned down. She is officially retired from OnlyFans. Guys, are you saddened? And by the way,
how much were you paying?
Corinna Kopf, she was allegedly $67 million earned in 3 years, 506 photos, 33 videos. Okay?
She didn't have a career. I don't like that shit.
This isn't a career?
That sounds bad.
Why does that sound bad?
That sounds terrible. Like if you paying for an OnlyFans and you got 506 pictures in 33 videos. What is this span? 3 years? She did 33 videos in 3 years.
That's a huge finesse.
Can you look up her
on her part? But I'm talking on behalf of the customers, the consumers, the people.
Yeah,
they got scammed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wait, scammed? No.
They got scammed.
They got finessed.
No,
they got finessed.
Look, the pictures live on forever.
And you're
Can you look her up?
Why would you pay for pictures?
Well, I'm not saying.
What's the point in that? Like, if you're gonna subscribe to a corn site, ideally you're getting premium HD content like this video. You don't want a bunch of still images.
Her title is internet celebrity.
Nigga, you said it yourself. Titties aren't as enjoyable without a little gravity, without some motion.
Yeah, that's
my
movement.
Word.
And look at her titties. Do they not look motionable?
Yeah, but these are pictures, so I can't tell.
You can't tell.
I can't tell.
They
look motionable, but I can't judge on what I haven't seen, man.
You can't look at those titties and just tell. You can't see the way that she's laying to the side that they
pushed up a little bit.
They're pushed up, and the fact that she's laying on her side and they're still in perfect, pristine roundness.
It's a push-up, bro.
That
man.
bothers me.
It's
you know
for
what
pictures,
I mean?
man.
That bothers me.
But
where's her droop?
This woman, I mean, hey, man, she was legendary for a lot of people. I didn't even necessarily hear about her until like 2 weeks ago. You know her?
I've heard about her.
Oh, you heard about her? Good stuff.
I'm looking at it now. I haven't seen her work for real, but I've heard about this bitch. You know how you just be on your
I've never heard about her.
You be on your timeline and you just be scrolling through and it's just like, who's that?
Yeah.
OnlyFans bitch, Corinna.
You heard this nigga Lauren?
Cool. Yeah.
I haven't heard. Hey, you heard that? He's never heard of her.
I haven't. You just asked a question.
Yeah, you only like Caribbean OnlyFans women. But this is not surprising because typically the better looking the corn stars are, the shorter their careers.
Yeah.
They tend to leverage it and get out and like, Mia Khalifa they thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just go about, seek other venues. Like she's probably gonna have a podcast. She's definitely going on Call Her Daddy if she hasn't already been.
If she's not already like a journalist on there.
Regular. Yeah.
But is she, I mean, and there's a thumbnail, she's talking to Logan. She might end up doing something with Full Sin. She might become an actor.
She's gonna be streaming on Twitch. She's gonna be just fine. She's probably gonna make more money fully clothed than she ever did popping a pussy.
Yeah.
But we know what the public appreciates more. Honestly, in all honesty.
Yeah.
How good at speaking on a microphone, or even it doesn't even really matter what she decides to do. She could start juggling like Wemby. How good would she have to be at that shit for us to forget?
How good is Melissa Ford?
But she was never.
She never went that far.
Yeah, she was never doing.
She didn't go completely into the gutter. She flirted with the boundaries, but video vixen is a lot cleaner of a position.
Correct.
It's less smut attached.
But honestly, I don't know what she was posting. She could have been posting just, I don't know. I've never seen her goods. I've only seen cleavage, just like y'all, like everybody.
But I'm assuming that if you were a subscribing member, you were seeing areola. That's what you come for.
But like in her field, she probably had the same thought of Melissa Ford is like, I'm completely different from the other girls, like, yeah, I'm doing my thing, but I'm not just sticking various objects up in phallic shape objects up in me. Mm-hmm. I'm not just fucking going willy-nilly up in me.
I feel like you don't get most professions that you retire from, you get a certain amount of respect for, thugging it out, paying your dues, and like reaping the benefits in the end. You earned that retirement. Corn stars don't get that love. It's not the same. It's almost like a nigga coming up to you and telling you that, hey, I'm off drugs. It's like, yo, I'm proud of you. Like, yo, good shit, my nigga. Like, you're making better decisions with your life. But it's not like you won a Nobel Peace Prize. And I'm not saying that to negate getting off hard drugs.
Well,
But normally when you retire, like when LeBron goes on his farewell tour, that's going to be some shit that we're all like, oh my God, let's relive all the moments because it was just such a legendary career that we were proud that you did in the first place.
But it's the irony of the business is that as soon as you bust that nut, it's post-nut clarity. So it's like, bitch, you retired. It's like, ugh, well,
I don't like you anyway.
Time to go. Yeah. You know what I mean? Please leave.
There's another one that can fill your position. That's another thing about retiring from this.
Yeah.
Is that like, there's never going to be a hole left in the game. Never. There's always going to be another pair of double D titties to fill it up.
It's going to be.
True.
It's going to be a head to push down somewhere in America.
If anything, we should be celebrating her retiring because this opens the door for the new and improved Mark II. She probably has like a cup and a half size bigger titties, real ass. Like, it'd be, she's a better prospect. Yeah, that's a good one, Lauren.
But it would never be, it's like a bittersweet ending. You know what I mean? Like AI. Like people will always just be like, but only. You know what I mean?
What do you mean, but only?
But only with AI's career. But only. It's so many. But only if this nigga. But only if this nigga. Like, you could just say a couple different things about AI in that regards. So that's how people are viewing her. Like, yeah, she's done playing the game, but she was a star in her own right. To whereas people are just gonna be always like, damn, but only. You know,
I get what you're saying. She had more potential to fulfill.
I've never seen her work. Like, I honestly never seen what her coochie looks like. I've never seen that. Do y'all?
You can honestly, but dog, you can imagine it. You can imagine it.
Probably.
Yeah, so not really though.
So white cornstar woman's fucking walls, nigga. Like, that's just go to the deli and like don't get the first pack of meat. Like, take a few slices off and go to the ones in the back and look at that shit from the side. That's it.
That's funny.
So it's not Subway, it's Firehouse.
It might be Harris Teeter, nigga. But you can imagine that. If anything, her titties are the biggest question mark in this equation. But
look up her titties. Type in Cora Hoff's titties.
You're a freak. You gooner. I'm gonna look, but this is your idea.
Wait, this is the most disgusting. Are you saying you're getting sloppy seconds off my idea, nigga?
Nah.
Fucking weirdo, nigga.
Is it even weirder that you're trying to share?
I'm not trying to share. Why are you
sloppy
looking
first?
And by the way, we're not looking at anything right now.
Yeah, we're
looking at pictures of her face.
Let me do it on my phone.
Yeah, like literally.
You fool. Oh, there it is. You got to turn off the blur.
Oh.
I'm not going to lie. They got a little, you know what I mean? It's whatever.
It's whatever.
It's whatever.
I mean, I think it's a cool little like.
Look at some more. And I feel like white dudes would go crazy for these.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it might just be our black sensibilities, but I'm not too impressed. Like, of course, if this girl was around you. Hold on, man.
Wait, but where though? Where is she around you at?
Like maybe a bathtub. I don't know. If she just happened to be around, and she was like, "Hey, you're kind of handsome," I look over and be like, "All right, like, let's roll. Fuck it.
Yeah,
where you want to go?"
You're not gonna ask her why?
What would you want to talk? Why? What? Why am I handsome? I know why I'm handsome. My mother gave birth to me. But yeah,
I think it's cool. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's cool. But
I'm thinking what I'm saying.
I'm not thoroughly impressed. And that's the thing with like that's the thing with corn stars is that their expectations are skewed because realistically, right? We've all bagged girls that had nice titties.
Yeah, sure.
Objectively nice titties.
Yeah.
But we've also settled for some titties that was cool and all right. So the fact that we're judging her titties like they're just cool, it is kind of fucked up because if any regular woman in everyday life had those, we'd be like, all right, like if I was a cashier and I was looking, I'm like, come through my lane. Like,
yeah, but I mean,
let me check out your milk.
But shouldn't you base somebody off of the profession that they're in and the constituents that they are, standing next to?
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like that's how you have to judge. You can't judge a plumber off of a a roofer. You know what I mean? You have to judge a plumber off of
a
other
regular
plumbers.
handyman who doesn't really have the certification.
But you gotta, to a certain degree, you gotta speak to both sides of the spectrum because like niggas would say Steph Curry is short.
True.
By NBA standards.
Right.
But if he was just walking around at Target,
But by NBA standards, it's still correct.
Yeah.
So
it's still correct.
It's still correct.
But it's contextual.
I think that's what you're saying.
Hi, it's Sam. We'll turn out the vote. We have 9 days left until election. We're recruiting and paid voting ambassadors to talk to friends.
Oh, yeah. I got a real aggressive one of those.
It's fully remote.
Or was it as aggressive as that commercial we watched earlier?
Yeah, it was like it said some shit like
that creepy nigga was.
It said some shit like it said some shit like you still haven't supported after 6 text messages. They counted the amount of times they texted me.
Yeah.
And it was like we messaged you 6 times and you still and they had like exclamation marks and like large font and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, nah, they own you.
Like, y'all niggas is trying to press me.
Yeah, Shane Gillis got a joke about how pushy them niggas be. He was like, it'd be an ad that was like, if you're like and subscribe if you're cool. Yeah. Dislike it if you're gay.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Crazy. Yeah.
It's like, you kind of have to.
Yeah, you guys set people up. Almost like what Lord Jamar did. He was like, if you believe in round earth, you probably like balls. nigga Dante was like, yeah, I'm a flat earther.
That's pseudoscience.
But yeah, shout out to Corinna. Congratulations. I hope you live life.
Who's Corinna?
I think that's her name,
right? Corinna.
Oh, I forgot who he was talking about. Yeah.
Well, it's not important to know her name.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out to you and your
investments
and your basic necessities.
I hope you keep living, bitch.
Yeah, now she's gonna do very well. I don't think she's ever gonna do as bad as any of us are.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not saying we're doing terrible, but like, she's never gonna stoop. Yeah. She's not gonna stoop down to this level ever.
Yeah, nah. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
She has catalog. That's different. You think she's getting like residuals off the back end?
Still?
Yeah, like just because.
Oh, because
you
the
gotta
month
think,
isn't over.
Not even that. She's retiring from producing content. She's not retiring from having an account. It's still 506 pictures, 33 videos left for consumption. And if you want to just keep consuming those reruns, you're going to keep paying every month. And she can still legally collect it.
I think she completely abandoned the platform, though.
She deleted her account?
That would be foolish.
That's a little foolish.
It's already on the internet. It's out.
That's a little foolish.
But if you're already going to leave, the best way to do it is to leave like in a burst, but then come back in a burst too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like with what Michael Jordan did.
Or like what any guy with 6 vending machines would do. Like, let me get rid of all of these.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And then bring him back randomly for no reason.
Now, if you're going to leave, you should just leave, not even come back.
It depends.
Don't say hey because you want them, nigga. Hey, if you're gonna leave, just be fair.
No, I'm talking about her. Like if she gonna get up, yeah.
Nah,
don't say that.
It's all on the internet. So it's like if you gonna leave, why leave all the way? It's already there. So you know what I'm saying? Like
because if you're gonna come back, it makes a bigger noise.
If you're gonna come back,
she made a new account. Corinna Kopf.
I don't know. It would make more noise quickly if you already had an active account and you just hit a surprise drop out the fucking blue 5 years later. Surprise drop. Here goes some new shit. Right like on the same page that you thought was inactive.
That's what you would like?
When Dave Chappelle first retired and went to Africa, he kept all of like his fans' email lists. And when he came back, he hit them niggas up. Was like, yo, I'm gonna be here, nigga.
Boom.
Well, you can deactivate.
You don't leave your infrastructure.
Yeah. Well, nigga,
that shit is too pivotal. You don't want to start from rock bottom.
That's crazy.
Y'all two should email her to be her manager.
Nigga, you the one who wanted this.
I mean, if she's seeking guidance, she has to look no further. She don't got to look no further.
Nash, nigga. Speaking of a nigga who needs guidance, y'all heard about that news with Lil Durk? Huh? You heard about that?
Yeah.
How y'all feel? Y'all heartbroken?
Not exactly heartbroken, but I am a little bit stupid. Like, I thought you was Muslim, dog. I thought you was really Muslim, changing your life around. You know, he was getting his dreads neat and shit. Like, he was changing his ways. That's what he made it look like.
Yeah.
But that's typically what niggas do when there's a lot of foolishness and fuckery going on.
He was trying to hide behind them neat parts.
Niggas start wearing glasses with no prescription.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they just to look more astute.
Or they put prescription in Cartier glasses with the tints. But
what exactly
his situation, he's getting picked up. It's rumored allegedly that he hired 2 people to go after Quando Rondo. But as we know, the people who went after Quando Rondo, and this is just, for all intents and purposes, just skipping through this. But the people that went after Quando Rondo didn't succeed. They end up killing this homie, Lil Pop.
I saw that video.
So, and they have video evidence. They have pictures. They have text messages. In fact, one of the niggas, I don't know if his name is going to be in the beginning because he is the rat, but his name, he was alleged to be on like wiretaps for like 4 years. You know what I mean? Before he went to jail. The nigga's just been a rat forever. But I mean, we can't give like the official news, but by the time this comes out, y'all probably gonna know all that.
Yeah.
But we're just here to speak on the overall
theme and
it's just speak on the overall because you could literally take Lil Durk's name out of this headline and it could be anybody.
Exactly.
It could be any one of these young niggas today. So it's really just like the plague that's going on in rap not even in rap, because it's not all these niggas. It's a few niggas like the God Fahim.
Yeah,
it's a couple niggas out here that is just pure artists.
Niggas
you know
say
what
the
I mean?
God Fahim.
You know, it's
tell,
just some,
tell everybody
some pure artists out
how
here.
you figured bad about the God, nigga.
Because my radio is broke in my car, so it's like my music consumption isn't vast. Like I don't just be listening to a lot of music because music is situational.
Yeah,
you driving somewhere.
Yeah,
like you chilling with a speaker. I don't have a speaker in the radio in my car is fucked. I got to get it fixed. So the only time I hear new records is when I be in carpool with this nigga. Yeah, and like he'll play some shit. I'm like, yeah, that's solid. Let me get that nigga. Let me. What's his name? He don't even be knowing some of the time because I feel like he gets a lot of this new shit off of Spotify, just algorithm. Like I'll ask him and he'll be like, yeah, this the Blueprint 3 nigga. You ain't know this? Like he just now finding out too. We both hearing this for the first time. You fucking fool.
Put you on, but what was you saying?
This is just what's happening with our niggas, with our rappers. Like they don't like it when some niggas is alive.
I just think
they can't stand to have another nigga breathing sometimes. Like that's just the art of that. It's bothering me that this nigga's existing. And I would get it. It's understandable from like the context of he's alive, so that could jeopardize my existence. Like if I'm feeling threatened for my life because he might try to get me.
Yeah.
If it's some tit for tat, we just gonna see who's chicken.
Yeah.
Then it's different. But
Lil Durk, grew up in Chicago, hard life from what is like known, I guess. His father grew up in jail, in prison and shit, from selling drugs. This is his mugshot. As you can see, he doesn't look that surprised. But this, I don't know. At a certain point, I'm kind of like glad this happened. You know what I mean? Like, how stupid can you be?
All right, Charleston, let's get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, after a certain point,
you want them all locked up, don't you?
Not them all, but stupid shit can't prevail.
Right.
You know what I mean? Stupid shit can't win. You bought hitmen off your credit line. Granted, I saw some lawyers speaking about it, how they could take the angle, well, like, if you're a businessman, you sometimes pay your constituents off your credit line to go places. And, this is what they could have just did on their own.
Yeah,
but
chalk it up to that.
I doubt that's ever going to happen. Lil Durk is going to get minimum. If, nigga, he would have to fuck the warden or something, or fuck the judge to get 10 years. But 15, 20 for sure. He's going to be going for a minute. But, nah, man, I just don't like this. I'm kind of glad it happened. I think it just sets the precedent. Like, of course, it's always going to be street shit. I'm not saying that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I don't know if it's a bad thing if I'm saying I don't need them all to go to jail.
It is a little logically inconsistent because who should go to jail and who shouldn't?
I don't know.
So then why say it?
But that's another conversation.
That's what I'm trying to have right now.
We're speaking about Durk, though. We're speaking about Durk, nigga.
But
Stay
focus
on
on
topic,
this.
nigga.
Focus on
no,
this.
we're not weaving right now. There's no reason to weave.
It's
nigga.
not even a weave. This is logic. This is linear progression.
Well, and it's also like what's in front of me, right? Like, it's so many caveats with the situation. Nigga paid for hitmen. You know what I mean? Like, I think selling drugs.
Say it like that.
Selling drugs. I mean, look, I don't know if you deserve jail, but it's not as stupid as paying for hitmen, especially when you've already reached a pinnacle of life that a lot of people that were born in your situation will probably never be in.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little ignorant. It's a little selfish. You know what I mean? And it's the confidence that you thought you was going to get away with it.
But that's exactly what it is, though, because it's like a lot of niggas could watch Scarface the movie and look at him and just judge him. Like, how could you be this stupid? But niggas don't even realize it's a syndrome. Yeah. Like, your decision making can get altered based on what you seem to be getting away with. And like, the more it's in real life, like as a kid, like the more the first lie you ever told, that shit, like, I killed with that shit actually worked. So now it's like, let me start thinking of more elaborate schemes. Like, now I'm doing white lies, harsh lies, stretching the truth. You just getting further and further down the road, and you're just seeing how much you can get away with. It gets to the point where you think that you could really get away with having some niggas for hire.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I'm not trying to like defend it, but it's like, it is stupid because you can't get to that point being a public figure. And that's what a lot of niggas don't realize. That like, they'll idolize a nigga like Larry Hoover or like just a legendary real street nigga that wasn't also a celebrity but became infamous because what he did in the streets.
Yeah.
It's like they did it because they were good at what they did, but they weren't famous. You can't be famous and have the same infrastructure. It's impossible.
But they were also, but they were also a victim of circumstance, which never really gets talked about. Like a lot of niggas probably wouldn't have ended up like that if they were in a different situation.
Like if they had a rap career and made it out.
If they were just
lived 2 miles from a community center with like real programs.
If they were just good at baseball. You know what I mean? If they were just good at playing chess, they could be at the park with the old niggas playing chess all day.
Which if y'all got time today, I would like to do a little 20-minute match with this nigga Noblez later. I don't know.
20-minute match of what? The fisticuffs?
Chess.
Wait, why not Tone? You think I'm a...
Well, he's got a,
because you said some...
You don't go straight to the final boss.
Well, he just said some pawn shit earlier, that I didn't like, so I didn't...
Oh, so you wanted to take one of his?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hurt people. You hear that? Yeah. He's going to put his trauma on you, nigga.
I was about to say, yeah. I deserve it. But...
It's going to take you 20 minutes to play?
It should take that long, if not longer.
You got a real chessboard in here? Or are you just going to play it online?
There actually is a real chessboard. It depends because, nigga, Chick-fil-A is definitely going to have to get got after this for sure.
It's Sunday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, nah, you're going to be praying for that.
Damn.
You're going to have to pray for it.
I'm better off buying 6 vending machines for 50. Yeah. But
Lord's vending machines are open 7 days a week. They are not religious, but they are vegan.
Shit. But nah, man. Hey, man. Big ups to Lil Durk. I mean, it's what happens, man. Stupid decisions.
Big ups is different, but I got you.
But I feel like, okay, it is stupid.
It's dumb.
But that is obvious. Like, what is the actual, like, crutch of this situation? You get what I'm saying? Because, like, you see a nigga make a mistake, it's easy to call him stupid because he made a mistake, but what was the calculus that led to that happening? Because that's where like understanding is in the philosophy. Like, what made him think he could do this?
Well, so his father, right? His father was in prison, in and out of prison. His father sold drugs. I forgot the nigga name, but apparently he was in the streets a lot. He was selling drugs. He was really doing this shit. So he was already seeing a male figure in his life that, he was going in and out of jail, but he was selling drugs and he had money to spend. And that's seeing that at an early age is probably going to lead you to thinking that you can possibly get away with it, but if only he had that mindset, you could be in a better situation.
And even the whole in and out of it, that shit is key because it's almost like going to jail seems like a trampoline to where like you'll jump on that shit. If there's no gravity, you're just gonna fly into outer space and fucking die.
Yeah.
But you can trust that you're gonna bounce back. So when you see a nigga just constantly going in and out, it's like there's consequences, but
are there really?
I mean, it seemed like, there's consequences and then there's not, and then there's consequences and then there's not.
Yeah. And
get away with some more shit.
Dante Banks, his new name, 𝙿𝙾𝙳𝚃. I'm not Muslim. I don't know if I said that right, but he turned Muslim in prison, changed his name. He did literally the whole like how life is supposed to go for niggas in this situation.
Yeah.
But I guess the crux,
he got his new Balance 960.
The crux might have to just be forgiveness.
What you mean?
Because this was all in retaliation of Von's murder.
Right.
So Von got shot. Durk got mad. Durk called the hitman. Now this has happened.
Yeah.
So if he had just forgave, right, the situation, not anybody in particular, but the situation, because the situation was kind of stupid. Nigga swung, it should have been just a fight. Not gonna lie, it should have been.
Right.
But things happen. People get shot. Unfortunately, King Von got shot. But if he would have just forgave, and honestly forgave years ago, because this is why everybody respects Chief Keef, is that the nigga left. Like, he left Chicago and didn't even look back.
Not everybody. Some people don't like that.
A lot.
And, you know, they got their reasonings.
Well,
but,
you know, yeah, of course.
He didn't want to get caught up in the perpetual cycle, though.
The perpetual cycle of violence and stupidity. It's very hard to get away from.
It makes it hard to go back to your hood and give back.
Bobby Shmurda got out of that shit too. If you go on his Instagram, he's with the white people.
Bro, he's
all the time.
He's at Arabian babushkas and weddings and shit. I think babushka is a feast.
Eating shawarma.
Poland and Russia. This is a person.
Well, yeah, he's with older older white women that are Russian.
See, that's why you can't Google everything. Some shit lands better if you just go with it. Just say babushka. Because it sounded good.
It did.
It sounded, you know, legible. I was like, all right,
I'll
run with it.
Yeah,
it's a headscarf tied under the chin.
A babushka, that's that shit that ASAP Rocky was wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that shit, the scarf around the head.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, shit.
You don't have to describe it twice.
Yeah, but he's facing charges for shooting a nigga, right? Or something along them lines. And it's like, it's not really getting spoken about. It's kind of like some ghost headline.
It's not getting talked about. Rihanna's lawyers are doing a phenomenal job. Hopefully nothing happens with that. Maybe. Because he allegedly shot his homie, which is crazy.
On purpose? ASAP Rocky is set to go on trial in Los Angeles early next year on charges that he fired a gun at a former friend and collaborated on the streets near a Hollywood hotel in 2021. You think it was Bari?
Maybe
so he ain't hit nobody.
Yeah, fired at. But really?
Oh shit.
ASAP Relly told.
Well, where's it say that at? That's not a headline.
Yeah, it's not a headline.
That just says what to know about ASAP Rally's shooting case.
Nigga, he obviously the one who got shot at, so he told.
We don't know. You haven't read the article, nigga. That's the problem with your generation. He's pleading not guilty to felony gun charges ahead of an upcoming trial in which he faces allegations of shooting a former friend. Yeah, I don't know. It's not even, they're not even saying that they're charging him with, like, it doesn't really seem that serious. Maybe that's why.
Find a gun twice in the direction of Relly.
Maybe that's why it's not really getting real coverage, because it's like, you know, no blood was shed.
But
it doesn't even seem like.
And also Rihanna lawyers, nigga. And ASAP
niggas been saying that, but like
ASAP has been everywhere with Rihanna, smiling and kissing, being like, I can't believe we're getting away with this shit. Crazy. He was smiling and kissing her on the cheek and shit. I'm telling you, people read lips out here, nigga. They got video recording that shit.
That's kind of stupid though. You don't celebrate missed shots.
You don't celebrate hit shots either.
Yeah. Damn right.
Depends on who you are. It depends on who you are. You might have gone on IG Live after that shit.
Amongst ourselves in our community, I expected better from you, brother.
Nigga, if you was in Miami, you would
expected better from you, brother.
If you was in Miami, you would hit a shot and make a song about it at the nigga's gravesite. You would do it.
I really expected more from you, man.
Why would you expect more from me?
Exactly.
You thinking about me too much.
Exactly.
You just got him.
You thinking about me too much, nigga.
Exactly.
You just got him. Exactly what? Exactly what? We're not even talking about the same thing.
He pushed his mic away.
Yeah, push it away.
That was perfect. Don't even say nothing.
Push it away.
Get it out. Get out early, nigga.
Yeah, not for real. Yeah. When were you ahead? But
you put in, what's the run time? We
2:07. We're really at. It's about to be at 2 flat because it's about 15 minutes.
Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. You had put in Joel Embiid load management. Damn, that's a mouthful. Joel Embiid load management.
Pause. But
that's what you put. Why'd you write that?
This nigga.
It has Tony beside it. Don't say pause.
It doesn't say Tony beside
it. If you swipe up, if you swipe over.
No.
But
no, I'm not the one that said it was a mouthful. You did. That's why I said pause for. But
no.
See, that's what I said. That's why I said pause. That was a mouthful.
What's up with this?
Disgusting.
I like you. You're so good at catching gay.
It's not even good.
You're good at finding the gay in things.
It's not even good. And you only saying that because of the one from last week, which was crazy. Everybody in the world paused. It was like when Prince died. Like we was like, what? Gravity was strong as shit for like 2 moments. We was all just looking at you like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
Just because People fake laugh.
You know what's funny? Like, I was looking at the comments that week, and I saw a nigga that was like, yo, that was the zestiest shit of all time. And he put a timestamp, and I clicked. I was like, oh, God. What did Lauren say? I clicked on that shit, and it was that shit that you said. I forgot about that shit, but yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, you forgot about it because it wasn't as bad and it wasn't as outlandish.
I forgot about it too.
Because he does it all the time.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't even crazy.
I'm gonna have
it wasn't
to go look
outlandish.
at the comments to see what you was
Nah, it
talking
was
about.
crazy. It was fucking as
Yeah,
shit.
you're gonna have to go back because
I'm going to though after this. Maybe I might concur.
It wasn't even that outlandish.
That's how crazy was you doubling back.
Yeah,
you seen it twice.
No, it wasn't crazy because you forgot about it. What's up with the Joel Embiid?
So he's being investigated.
And can you look this up because I know what's going on, but
So don't ask me.
Well, I'm just saying
he's being investigated.
Well, break it down.
Potentially investigated by the NBA because for some reason he had came out. You got to understand that like
the
he's
history
historically had just a bunch of issues with his body. You know, he's got fragile cartilage and you know certain ligaments not really intact. He's a big guy. He's a 7-footer. And that's just kind of par for the course when you're that big running on a hardwood floor.
But don't forget to mention MVP talent. We're talking about one of the best ones out there.
He's really good at basketball when he's available. But he, for some reason, came out and was just like, I'm never playing the back-to-backs again. And for the layman who doesn't know what that means, it's like, it's essentially when you play a game on Tuesday and then a game on Wednesday. Normally, they try to have it spaced out because, you know, 82 games, all of them happening after each other consecutively, that's a lot on your body.
Yeah.
But, you know, occasionally, you're going to have some back-to-backs.
And you're going to have to do that.
It's and you're going to have to play because
it's mandatory. Like, because being a basketball player, it's a lot of moving parts that goes into that because you're a part of a business. You're part of a circle. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so like you play, people come, people have fun. It's a part of the experience, nigga. You make the owners more money. You make yourself more money.
You make the city money.
You make the city money. Like it's a real basketball and sports entertainment is a big part of like where people live and just everything around it. So if the star player, right? Because Joel is the star player. Yeah. He has been for like since he's been there. Maybe.
He's the biggest draw on the team for sure.
So if the star player isn't playing because the nigga is just not feeling like it, it's kind of a smack in the face. And I wonder how the actual fans of Philly feel. But
they should feel upset because like we paid to see you niggas play.
But is there a stipulation in an NBA contract that goes like, hey, if you ever say some shit like that, like we'll sue you? Like what are they just suing him just off the base level of like you're trying to get away with something?
Well, I don't think soon has happened yet, but they're investigating the situation because you sign a contract to play 82 games. You're supposed, in a perfect world, you would play every game because that's what they pay you to do. But there's exceptions to that because like niggas get hurt.
Yeah.
There's certain circumstances to where you can't play. It's literally just like going to work. Ideally, you show up every day on time and you leave when you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yep.
But occasionally you have a vacation. Occasionally it's a fucking snowstorm and your kid's school is out, so you got to stay home and watch them because that's what happens.
Or occasionally you're injured.
Or sick. You get hurt on the job, which is even better because now they got to pay you to go home. And that's a beautiful situation. But you're supposed to work. And to be this, like I was even telling you this about like a job that I'm working to where it's like we go door to door doing some things. And one of my partners on this one in particular day, it was just the worst example of who you could be paired with. Because if a nigga's trying too hard and like really wants to do the job right, that sucks. But if a nigga's not trying enough, he's gonna get you in trouble on the back end.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking up enough for two niggas.
Yeah.
But like he literally told me, he was like, yo, I'm a professional bullshitter. Like I pick my jobs perfectly. I pick the right position to where it's like, what they want me to do? Oh, I know exactly how I can get out of doing that. I know I can rig the system.
Yeah.
That's what he's gauging his occupations on.
Yeah.
It's not pay level. It's how much shit he can get away with. And to like say that to your manager,
that's crazy,
is what Joel Embiid is doing. Like, yo, I'm a professional bullshit artist, nigga. Like, it's gonna be some times where I'm not playing.
Yeah.
And at least his intentions aren't as like Joel Embiid, I feel like he genuinely wants to be ready for the playoffs.
That's what he's trying to do. He's
because you know he's
had a history.
He's got
of
some
just breaking down.
During
the playoffs, which is natural because you play fucking 82 games or that
as point. A big man, and it makes your individual success like the MVPs, the scoring titles. It makes it null and void because you got no real backing for that. Like, what did it get you? What did you earn with all those medals?
So you know how they got the 65 game minimum to be eligible for awards and shit like that? Should there be another minimum for like eligibility for playoff contention period? You have to play 50 games or 60 games, whatever it is, to even be a part of the playoffs?
Nah, they shouldn't do it with players because then that shit would get too finicky. Like, you don't want to add like too much unnecessary legislation. Like, if a team, for some reason, had to forfeit a bunch of games, like the Chicago Bulls didn't show up to the games, that would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Then something like that could be kicked in because it's like, hey, my nigga, y'all gotta play.
Well, maybe that was a dumb idea, dumb question, but
yes.
What about okay, fair, nigga? Okay, I said it myself, nigga. It was off the cuff. That's fun. But I guess my question really was just based around the 65 game minimum itself. Like, should that be lower, or do you think that's appropriate?
That's appropriate because the thing is, what we're trying to do is adjust the rules for the minority that could be abusing them. Right. But realistically, 65 games that might be a lot.
That's a lot.
Because like niggas get hurt.
If you get hurt for 2 weeks, you're almost out of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This isn't football. This isn't football to where it's like, injuries. If you get hurt, you probably had a good game.
Right.
Yeah.
You probably
get
the thing is, there are returnable injuries that might take you out for 6 weeks, but you can return and be in top shape.
But
you know what I'm
6
saying?
weeks add up because
that's what I'm saying.
It's 4 games a week.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
So that's 4 times 6.
Which is 24. You're out the loop.
And if that happens 2 to 3 times a season,
it's done for you.
And then you also got to think about like big men. Yeah. They got a different disposition on the court. It hurts.
They do.
It hurts. So AJ is the biggest. He's not the tallest, but he's the biggest guy in this studio.
True.
Yeah.
He averages the most collapses. It's just how it works.
Yeah.
It's something about their relationship with gravity. It's not favorable.
It's literally
they're
not
in the friend
same.
zone with gravity. Like I'll be fucking the shit out of gravity. I'll be doing smooth shit. I be catching shit. We be flirting.
Yeah.
But some niggas don't score with gravity, and it's sad.
It's unfortunate.
You gotta watch out.
Yeah.
Shit.
But this it's just sad, man. And like you said, I think he does have good intentions for the most part. Yeah, but for some reason, it just feels scummy.
It feels weirder too because he's always about the process. But this can't be a part of the process.
You know, phrases like that, like at one of the jobs I was working at back in the day, it was this white dude, and like he was just a fuck up. But his catchphrase was like, "Hey man, play his fuck up too." But it's like if you average 5 of those a day, it's like
you're not a player no more.
Come on, nigga. Like, I know Chris Paul get turnovers, but like his assist to turnover ratio is good.
It's good.
You know what I mean? You can't be averaging 5. Hey man, play his fuck up too, dog. That's it adds up.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Does this
you think this is just a chronic injury? My fault. Go ahead.
Oh no, what was you about to say?
So is this chronic? Is it just chronic injury type shit, or is it like he not doing enough to prepare his body?
With this in particular, it's kind of a multiple situation.
Now, it might be. I think it's both.
That's what I was about to say.
The nigga is too big. He's big. So it's going to happen. But also, I've never heard anybody in the NBA, any official, speak on Joel Embiid's work ethic.
Yeah.
Or like how well he treats his body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And usually with certain people, like it's just known. Like people know Wemby works hard. Like he said that niggas don't work hard, so it alludes to him working hard.
And even before he said that, we saw videos of him doing like exotic stretches, and juggling fucking 13 tennis balls.
Yeah,
and it's like we can see it.
We can see it. Yeah,
you know, Joel Embiid, and that's another thing about being a big dude is that like it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier. The game can come to you in certain aspects just because of size advantage.
Yeah,
but he's
different though.
He's not a guy that relies solely on his size. Like, you know, he'll take a jump shot. He likes to face up.
But
he
has footwork in the post.
He'll dribble. He got some footwork in the post. But, you know, even then, like, you can do the nastiest Cupid shuffle in the paint and then get to the basket and get elbowed in the face.
Yeah.
So it's like all that skill cannot matter because your job is dangerous.
Yeah. But nah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really a Philly fan, and I don't know how well this is gonna do for the Sixers.
Philly fans aren't Philly fans.
I took it off my list. I took it off my list to play of teams to follow. You
took it off your list of teams? Yeah, because didn't Paul George hyperextend his shit?
Like, that nigga too.
Jesus Christ. And that right before the season opener, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. But nah, I'm not gonna lie. Basketball is kind of back. It's entertainment again.
Nigga.
Like everybody I know, like I'll be talking on the phone with a homie or my little brother. He's like, yeah, man, I've been watching these games.
Likewise, nigga.
I'm watching them shits too on Max, nigga.
Yeah.
You been watching them too on Max? Yeah, I've been doing it. Yeah.
Oh shit, this is kind of a beautiful segue. I forgot to write this in the notes. Lauren hit the bell.
All right.
But the Bronny James situation is crazy.
Oh.
I literally stumbled upon I was just on my phone playing Weed Firm. I was like, let me just go to HBO Max for some reason. Like, I didn't feel like turning the TV on.
I told you them shits was on there.
You told me, but then I forgot I smoke a lot of weed, my nigga. And so I was high as shit laying in the bed, and I was like, oh shit, the Lakers and who was they playing? Minnesota Timberwolves is live right now. I clicked on it, not realizing that this isn't a preseason game. This is like a season opener, and that this is the debut of Bronny. So when it happened, I was like, oh my God, I forgot that this was even a storyline. So I was really caught off guard. And then it's like, the nigga got in the game. As soon as like his name got called, the camera immediately pans. Like, I'm pretty sure a nigga was shooting a free throw. I don't even know if he made it or missed it or not. Because it immediately went to the bench. This nigga taking off his warm-up. I'm just watching it. Like, this is cool. This is cool. Like, I want to like this. This is fucking great. It's a father and son on the court at the same time. Then he gets in the game. Gets scored on immediately. Like,
that was a mismatch.
Hold on.
Let me finish.
Yeah, that's a mismatch.
It was Nas Reed.
That's a mismatch.
I believe it was Nas.
Nah.
It was Julius Randle.
It was Julius
Randle. Yeah.
But hold on, I didn't even finish. Goddamn.
Well, you was taking an angle that niggas didn't like. That's all.
I didn't even finish the angle, Lauren. You know, there's such thing as misdirect. I can set it up one way and go a completely different direction.
Julius Randle, though.
There's no force in a row. But I was just about to say, he got scored on immediately by Julius Randle, which is like, who wouldn't? He's a rookie in the NBA. But it's like, you know, it's kind of like the worst look.
Yeah.
So he gets scored on. Then he runs down. He's trying to find his little place in the offense. Sets an off-ball screen. It was crazy because when I saw it happening, I was like, oh, this is the easiest way for LeBron to get him to score.
Yeah.
So LeBron was on the other wing. Bronny on this corner. He's shifting down like as he's supposed to. LeBron's coming through the paint. The lane kind of gets wide open because of his gravity. Bronny's man leaves. He's wide open. I was like, oh shit, he about to swing that hole. Bron does crazier shit. That's an easy pass right there.
He went straight to the hole.
He was like, nope, not
straight
today,
to the hole.
son.
Straight to the hole. Yeah.
Just like a father
should.
Just like a father. You dunk on your kids. You don't let them win.
But they were almost in the same possession next time, and then he did kick it back.
And then he did kick it back because LeBron is that great. He could rerun a play and have it go the same fucking way. But you know, Bronny clink, and it's like, okay.
But that was not a bad shot.
It's not a bad shot, but I'm going through the story. I'm going through
and the waves that you felt, because I felt the
waves
same
that
way.
I felt
When
he shot, my fault.
Just continue.
But when he shot it, I was like, yeah, he about to hit that shit. Yo, come on, hit that shit, dog. Please. Because Bruce, I was like, oh. Even the Lakers, the crowd, they was like,
and by the way,
it sounded like the Wii.
And by the way, he had to hit that shot.
Should have.
Well, I mean,
he didn't have that shot.
He didn't have
to. Better is what he has to be.
Better niggas with higher expectations have missed way more shots.
Yes, but
Klay Thompson went 0 with like what 14 in that.
But what did he do? But what also did he do?
He came back. But the thing is, he did go to 0 with 14. So
that doesn't matter.
We can't act like when it happened, it didn't
happen. And then when it happened, Luka was like, "Hey, the best assist guy I ever had."
But bro, if you look at the
it's better if he hits it.
But yes, it is. But if you look at the box score of Lakers game last night, nigga, Gabe Vincent went for like 1 of 6.
1 of 6.
Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like shit happens to veteran players.
And he's serviceable. He's a serviceable player.
Guy.
That's why you're on the roster. It's not many roster spots, nigga.
Exactly.
They didn't make changes for a reason.
When I saw Bronny, like for everybody new watching, like the video, subscribe, comment down below your wild. I was about to get into them. But Tone is like the basketball player. He's the one with all the second place trophies, all the third place trophies and shit. So he's really knowledgeable about basketball and, just the mindset of that, right?
It's a funny way of saying I taught you a lot. That's when you could have just said I taught you so many things.
But when I was watching it, I had the same thoughts. Like he was just trying to find his way. You know what I mean? I just felt, I could just feel it. Like he's just trying to figure it out. There was even some mic'd up moments of like, hey, you see how they moving? You know, just play comfortable. Just play comfortable.
He looked.
That's
annoyed.
what LeBron
He looked
was.
Annoyed, though.
That's what LeBron was telling Bronny.
I heard it.
But it's a situation to where that's what's gonna happen with rookies. Way better players have done similar things in game.
Yeah.
The problem is, it's like the fattest person in the room farting. Like we all know, motherfuckers have flatulence. That's how the body works. That's how we get rid of that shit. But when the fat guy does it, it's like, oh man.
The fact that sound travels through like all of that enclaved cellulite.
Yeah, it's like a trombone.
Yeah. It's a bass. It's just the biggest bass.
The waves pick up rhythm and the frequency. It just makes its own sound. And that's what we're seeing with Bronny. We're seeing a fat person fart. Because people fart. But we have different expectations for this nigga. Unfair expectations nonetheless. But ultimately, though, I honestly, after I saw it, I was like, that's cool. It happened. I don't even, the arena felt like it's just manufactured. For lack of better words, this whole shit just felt manufactured. Even the announcers, they was like, all right, let's get this over with. Bronny James, number 0, he's in the game. And it's like, everybody's just like, it's this moment we all knew was going to happen. It doesn't make it feel special anymore.
But it still felt a little special to me, and it felt like they did it right. Like, it was the right timing for me.
But it was the right timing for sure.
But you want to know what it is.
But it just felt fabricated in a way that I wasn't, there was like, it's almost like if you tell a girl you love her, but you don't feel that like.
But you got to understand though, Tone.
That like root inside of you to where it's like, oh, that's the feeling of love I have. It's right there.
But fabricating a moment like that almost doesn't matter because of how cool that moment still is.
And it's,
you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that it's a father-son, like 20-year gap, like together in the game at the same time. Like imagine just being that father or being that son. That shit itself is incredibly crazy. So it's like, even though they manufactured a moment, quote unquote, it's like that's still a real moment.
And but it's also crazy, but and it's crazy because like just the idea that a father and a son could be both so good at a certain sport that not only is the father able to keep up a level of play to play with his son, but his son was able to cultivate a level of play to get to his father's level.
Right.
That's what would make it special. It's almost like watching a movie that you know the ending of. There's no real suspense. It's like it happened, but we knew it was going to happen because LeBron is a mega superstar, not because Bronny is an excellent prospect.
I know what you mean.
And it made me even think about like last year's draft where, you know, the Thompson twins, 𝙼𝔬𝔐𝔬𝔦𝔑 and men.
Yeah.
It made me think about that shit in retrospect. Like, that's nasty.
Yeah.
Me and my twin brother, not on no nepotism shit. Like me and my twin brother was both so nice at basketball.
Yeah.
I went 5th, he went 6th. Like we went back to back. That's a crazy accomplishment. And it's crazier than LeBron being so fucking legendary that he can get anybody a job.
But you know, the context of that is still kind of up in the air because it's like there's still merit to the 55th pick thing. Like there's still merit. There's a little merit to 55th pick. Like there are 55th pick guys who aren't really ever known and get in and then get back out in the G League. Like that's common.
But
you know what I'm
also,
saying?
wait, hold on. And that's also what's happening to Bronny. Did y'all even know?
Yeah, I know he's going to split time. He's going to split time.
He's going to spend some time there. He's going to recuperate. He's going to get his shot right.
He's splitting time in the G League and regular games.
But the thing that undercuts like the symbolism that you're speaking of, is the fact that nobody in the world ever second guess who the Lakers was going to pick for the 55th pick. The Lakers didn't second guess it.
I second guessed it.
No, well, and that's just you might be, you might be big hearted.
It was kind of up.
You might be a little big hearted. It was not up in the air.
It wasn't in the air.
It was not up in the air, bro.
Not that far.
You gotta understand.
It was a little lob. It was a little
and this is what I'm saying. This is why we need to live in small communities with villages because our memories get fucked up. We all collectively, when LeBron first came out and was like, I want to play with my son. Whatever team drafts my son,
it's gonna happen.
It's the team I'm gonna. We know that's politics. Like that's him lobbying for position to get his son in.
But
like that's all that was. He's just putting it out there.
You're
it's
right.
kind of like the nigga that almost
You're right, but it's still you're right, but it's still
nigga almost put him in debt with snacks.
But look, it's still on his son to perform in certain moments, key critical moments. The NBA Combine, he did phenomenally well. He did that. You know what I'm saying? He did really, really good. He did really good. He was the highest scorer. But that matters.
It's the combine.
But that's where the second round players go. They go to the combine. You know what I'm saying?
Like to get another chance.
To get another look. Correct.
Anybody that knows they're getting drafted. And I'm not going to lie, it wasn't always like this. But in recent history, the top picks aren't going to the combine. It's a waste of time.
But he's not a top pick. That's what I'm saying. It fits the storyline as to what it is. Like he actually still went to the combine. It's like
paying for a prostitute's meal. Like what are you doing?
He still went to the combine.
You know what's about to take place.
Nah.
It's obvious. We both know.
If he was... bro, the thing about that is it's a public stage. If he did completely just shat like the whole time through that fucking combine experience or summer league was just completely trash the whole time, I don't even know it would just be like, yo, let's take him straight to the G League. He still had to do enough to be able to say like,
look, I think he was going to touch the floor.
Hold on. This is what fucks up the argument is that you keep trying to say that Bronny James made it off married and you know he didn't.
I'm not trying to say that.
5 players. You know Kenny Lofton Jr.
Come on, let's talk about Alex Sarr. Come on.
He's ass. But you know
second round pick. What are we talking about?
Like at least he had promise. He looked like he could be something. And you know
Bronny looked like something at one point.
What happens, he looks nothing. Nobody ever called Bronny a unicorn. Come on now, stop it. What happens with the league is that once an archetype comes in that looks suitable, other teams are gonna try to find their Wemby. That's all it is. 7-footers that could like be versatile because everybody's got to prepare to stop the 7-foot versatile nigga. Yeah. But the thing is, it's like I forgot what question that you had really. What I was really about to go in on. The merit. Kenny Lofton Jr. is playing overseas now. You know who that is? The big buff light skinned nigga that's nasty as fuck.
I know you're talking about.
He is 1,000 times better than Bronny.
Talking about the Grizzly nigga.
He's playing with Memphis, but he's been everywhere. I think he's like a ginger too.
Yeah, he's something. But yeah, he couldn't find a home in the NBA.
He couldn't find a home as good as he is.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying that's what undercuts this because we know no matter how well or bad Bronny James played, he was gonna get the job.
Yeah,
you understand that he's gonna go down to the G League and be one of the highest earning niggas.
But he may not get the job still. Like the job is still up in the air. That's the thing about it. Like we treat it like he really got the job. He got the job, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He got
How could he get the job and not get the job when he's working for the Los Angeles Lakers?
Because he applied for a different position that was given to him. It's like going into the military and saying I want to be in intelligence, and then you're a frontline nigga. Like I might get shot. I might be the first nigga to get shot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, he got the job.
No.
But yeah, he got the job, but did he all the way?
Bronny's goal was to get drafted by the Lakers, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, but we're talking about like playtime. We're talking about what's going to happen. Like we don't know. The story hasn't unfolded yet, is what I'm saying. There's still a possibility for us to find out whether or not he stays.
The dream literally came true. He played on the court with his dad. Like that's all.
I think Lauren is saying he could get dropped.
He could get dropped.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. Is the dream? Did it come true if you get dropped?
But even if he gets dropped, he's still getting a guaranteed couple of $1 million. The thing is, right? We know that he didn't get there on merit. He got the job. He got the job for other reasons. He had an in. It's on him.
That's true.
To stay there.
That's what I'm saying.
But he got in,
but
and there's way better. There's way more qualified candidates.
Now, does this? My fault, Noblez. Does this argument change, or this conversation we're having right now change if he stays in and proves to become a good player? Does that now change this? Like, do we have to look at this conversation later and say, okay, he did have the potential, he did show some good shit, and maybe we were off?
Well, you're just rubbing in.
Yeah, I was about to say, Lauren,
you're just rubbing it in. That's at that point,
nigga. Lauren, if I end up being wrong, I'll end up being wrong.
But that's all I'm asking. I'm not trying to rub it in. I'm just saying, do we have to revisit it in that way?
It's kind of like rubbing it in.
That's kind of like not even rubbing it in. It's not rubbing it in because you got to address your takes.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
you got to address how you felt.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You got to be accountable. But
you
like,
said
I don't
yourself,
even get the point of him saying that. Like, I could have said that too. Like,
because you've said yourself that he's a good basketball player. You've said that yourself on this podcast.
Yeah.
You've said he's a good player. He's going to be a good serviceable player.
No. I said he's a good basketball player. Being a good basketball player is different than being like NBA level. Like,
you've said that he's gonna be okay. You said you're not worried about him before. You said he's gonna be okay.
Nah, I've never been that confident in Brofman. No, he only remembers things that nobody else remembers. You notice that?
Nah, I don't do that.
Like, if it's a take that you had that you're like,
phone a friend, nigga. This ain't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, nigga.
Okay, I'll talk to them since they can't speak back to me. Lauren, sometimes when he argues, he has woman tendencies. Like, he'll just bring up some shit from the past that's like nobody knows.
You're doing the woman thing right now.
Something that she journaled down, and it's like you're right. I'm not acknowledging your feelings, Lauren, and women tend to not like that. I must validate how you feel.
That's not what I'm saying, but
I must validate how you feel because I try to fight you guys with logic.
Accountability to the truth.
I try to fight you guys with logic. With logic, and you just want your feelings to be heard, and I'm listening. I'll stop talking.
Oh my God, ladies.
How do you feel? How do you feel?
Jesus Christ.
Honestly. You think Bronny James is gonna have a nice career in the NBA?
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to Bronny, man. I don't. I truly don't.
Look,
I think he's gonna.
Go ahead.
If you look at it like a business, his dad owns the business, but the quota that he has to meet is a lot lower than everybody's.
Nah, he's gonna. It's a lot higher.
I know. I feel like
his
the quota
quota's a lot
he has
higher
to meet
because of who his pops
stay,
is, bro.
To stay on a team, just to stay afloat, it's a lot lower than everybody else's because his pops is LeBron.
You know what?
Maybe to have a roster spot, maybe to be a player,
Yes.
to be a player, to have playtime, to have like things happening for him properly. It's a higher like bar.
Maybe 15 points. Ain't that much.
How long is his contract right now?
2 years.
I think so.
2 years. If my crystal ball prediction, I think
4
it's
years.
4 years.
4 years. That sounds a little bit more right. I honestly think
$7 million.
I honestly
that's
think
a shit contract.
that it's actually not bad.
That's for today's NBA. That's not amazing.
He's a rookie. He's the 55th pick. How many 55th picks?
Now you see what I'm saying.
Getting $7.9 million. But like, just crystal ball prediction, Bronny James is going to retire in 4 years. He's not going to get kicked out of the league. He's going to decide that he doesn't want to play basketball anymore.
Let's stamp this.
That's what I'm predicting. Let's just put it down.
Let's put it down somewhere. We got a calendar.
If you were watching that game, dog, like when he was getting subbed in, like, I'll put out a little caveat just for like nerves.
That's what I'm gonna put behind me on this wall. We're gonna put a take calendar back here. And we're gonna have like major takes, and we're gonna have calendar to put for the take calendar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to be able to remember those and come back.
And you'll tend to it because your heart is in it. But I think when I was watching the game,
you can see in his eyes
on the sidelines, I was looking at him. I was like,
posture is everything.
I've seen niggas more excited for their first My Career game than he was to be playing in the NBA for the first time with his dad. And I think that's what the problem is, bro.
Yeah.
I think if his dad wasn't there, he could truly bask and enjoy like, I'm an NBA player, because the whole is just
it's a lot of pressure, bro.
It felt they look soulless out there.
Yeah, it felt like, what is he gonna do around?
You know
his
what
father?
this was? This felt like Will Smith's white tuxedo moment.
Nah, I don't know.
This felt like Will Smith's white tuxedo moment because LeBron, one of these niggas looked so much happier that this was happening. And it's like, Bronny might not be an expressive guy.
I don't think they both look that happy, though. I don't think LeBron look happy either.
LeBron looked like he was focused on like,
that's what I'm saying. I think it looked like they both were
focused. We're going to war. You were a soldier. But you could tell, like, only one of them was posting 1,000 pictures after. And, that's probably some dad shit, an older generation. Yeah. Let me post the pictures with my son. But, like, even on the court, like,
and would you want Bronny James to be posting pictures after that performance? Nigga, you don't need to be posting nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like,
it's your first NBA game.
We won't put it on
Why
the screen.
wouldn't you post a picture of you being in your first NBA game?
Yeah, we don't need to put it on
That's
the
a
screen,
magical moment, nigga. Look at this.
Come on, bro. He looks like a nigga who's just getting in the game, who's a little focused.
I mean, you like skip 10 seconds, nigga. Damn.
No, I just
hold on.
Yeah, wow.
He's just trying to be a basketball player. That's all it is.
Man.
He's looking around.
And it's not just this moment, Lauren. Like, I'm telling you, I watched the game. I'm looking at this guy's face.
I watched the game too, bro.
It was a certain energy.
It's a weird energy around this shit.
It was nervousness. It was nerves.
Nerves, yeah.
And it was also.
Did I not say that? Then I was like, I'll put a caveat. I literally said, I'll put a caveat out there for nerves.
Whoa.
But Lauren is Lauren. Because he's acting like I'm not being balanced. I'm being balanced. I'll put a caveat out there for nerves.
I never said you weren't being balanced,
like
bro.
I was picking up on a certain, like, this isn't the moment that it should and could be.
Because it's not just his moment.
It's beyond that. It doesn't matter that it's two niggas' moments. But like when it happened in baseball with King Griffey, the Griffey niggas, like it was a little bit more like
them niggas was on the bench like, yo, Pops, this shit crazy.
This is crazy.
Look
Can you feel it?
Yeah.
All right, listen to him. Listen to him right here and look at his face.
All ready? All right. You see the intensity, right? Just play carefree though. Don't worry about mistakes. Just go out and play hard.
Not even looking at him.
See, like Gilbert, I heard Gilbert Arenas talk about this shit, and he made it funny. He was like, Bronny's an asshole. He was like, if you know him, you would know that what he's saying right now in his head is like, I know, nigga, I see the intensity. I'm right here, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Like, he's thinking about his pops on that level too. Like, you my pops, I love you, but at the same time, nigga, come on, this ain't the time for that shit. Nigga, like, you get annoyed at your pops when you don't get annoyed at your parents sometimes when they say some shit to you that you should already know or that you already know.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that type of shit. So it's like, when I heard Gil say that, I was like, okay, I can kind of see that. I kind of see that.
Yeah.
Gil, I mean,
that's kind of proving my point, Lauren.
How? That doesn't mean he's not excited. That just means that his pops is taking away from the luster, the shine of it.
It's not as cool as it could be because my dad's here.
But that's what I just said.
And it's like I'm here because of him, and now the nigga fucking scolding me on like, make sure you pick up on your help defense. Like, nigga, duh. Like, yeah. Of course, Dad. Yeah. JJ Redick is a great communicator.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he draws beautiful X's and O's. He probably using triangles and squares and shit, like just to be fancy.
Phenomenal job he's been doing too.
Great debut.
Is another thing that we have to speak about.
Great debut.
And
JJ Redick was impressive.
Yeah.
JJ Redick was impressive.
His shout out to LeBron for just picking his homies as like a candidate for being a coach.
It finally worked.
It finally worked. JJ Redick came through and like even building up to like before he even touched the court, like you could just see it in his eyes. Like he was just turning into like this monster.
But they're playing like a team that like each other. Like they playing like a team who like they all like they comrades. Nigga.
During the huddle, JJ Redick is looking everybody in the eyes.
Yeah.
Like, and keep that shit.
Even
up,
I've been listening to post game like the way like even D'Angelo Russell's been talking about him and shit. Like the way he been talking about him, I'm like, oh, he's bought in on this coach. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying he's got because that's part of the coaching game in the NBA. Is just having your people actually respect you.
Of course.
It almost that's like being a manager. It's like a regular job.
That's it.
Like if your workers respect you, it makes the job easier. It makes everything just flow because people listen to you. People respect your thoughts and opinions. And he was a basketball player.
Yeah.
A pretty decent one.
Which you need that
helps,
because
but sometimes that can go
the wrong way.
Other direction. To where it's like, nigga, you wasn't half the nigga I was.
Right.
Like even Gilbert Arenas, he was talking shit about like the niggas that rebound for NBA teams, like the skill development trainers that be in the franchises.
Yeah.
Because it's like
he was
they'll be retired NBA players, but he'll be like they'll do a workout and it's like, all right, 3 shots right here, 3 shots right here, 3 shots right here. He was like, word, 3 shots? How many points did you average when you was in the league, nigga?
3,
like,
nigga.
Yeah. You looked up the stats. He was like, oh, okay, that's why he thinks it should only be 3 shots.
Right.
I'm gonna do 70.
Right.
But he wants his process is 8 points per game worthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I also had to respect your approach, which is what JJ Redick has in abundance right now because the nigga, you look at the way that they're playing, it's a lot more motion. You can tell that there's just more moving pieces.
Defense.
They're experimenting. They're loving the 3-point shots.
Yes.
And it's like, you know, they kind of, this is the best system for Anthony Davis to play in.
Yeah.
And he's fucking
It's broadcasting all of his strengths.
It is, bro.
He's got to stay healthy and, you know,
that's literally
keep up the motivation.
If he's gonna be in the MVP conversation if they keep this type of play up.
Yeah.
If he stays healthy, just eat his fruits and veggies. Go to tropical smoothie, you know what I mean? Get your avocado. What you look at him for, nigga?
I'm looking at you, nigga.
Nah, y'all both. I feel like y'all both locked eyes, nigga. What was that?
He looked at me and I looked the other way.
I was looking at you.
You got to get your avocado.
I was
get your
looking at
bone.
you and I looked at this.
Your vitamin B3.
But JJ Redick being a phenomenal coach is another thing that can make this shit suck for Bronny. Because you got to think, his dad is about to be having the time of his life. His dad is in a new situation. His son's on the roster somewhere. Like he might not be at all the games, but the nigga's in the Lakers jersey.
I forgot
his co-host is coaching, and they're looking like they can win games. This is about to be the happiest LeBron James has been to play basketball since probably Cleveland. Since that last Cleveland ring.
True. But this is the best time for Bronny. This is the best time for Bron too. Because for one, Bron is of course going to be playing like a monster all season, right? But this is the first time Bronny's going to be able to be coached by his pops for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was watching the old LeVar Ball clip And he was talking about how all the greats, all their players always suck because their pops don't have the time to pour into their players. The niggas is not there. You know what I'm saying? They're fucking 5 games away and shit. You know what I'm talking about? The away game stretch. Like all that type of shit. The pops is never there. He was like, that's why my son's gonna be something, because I'm here to pour into him all the time. He was like, yo, all 3 of my sons gonna do something amazing because I'm here to make sure of it. Yeah. This is the first season that
he got 66% of the way there.
But Bron, he did, which is amazing. But Bron is gonna have Bronny under his wing for most of the time. He's actually gonna be able to coach this nigga. Like, as one of the greats, I can finally be there to coach a nigga. Michael Jordan didn't have no chance to coach. I don't know
if Bron is a special case because his basketball IQ is just so extreme that he could teach anybody anything useful. And
his son has the attributes, like physically.
No, he doesn't.
He does have some of the attributes.
What attributes?
Not height, but I'm talking about like his quickness, his explosiveness. Some of that is there.
No, I mean, no. It's not. He's not elite. He doesn't have elite quickness. He doesn't have elite explosive ability.
No, it's not. But it can still be.
It's serviceable. It's enough to be like
for a 19-year-old.
He's shitting on anything we could ever do in this room.
But what I'm saying is, for a 19-year-old to be able to be coached by Bron for a full season, even for a 19-year-old coming in the league, like at 23, he's gonna be different. Continually training all these things. He can be more explosive. You can train that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and we are being hard on him because it's like you said, he's 19.
He's 19.
And that's the thing. Like, have we been blessed with like out the box talent to where, seeing a motherfucker actually develop like normally?
Yes.
It's kind of strange.
No. The reason is,
and how long we got until, because
we probably should do them after this for sure.
Okay.
We've seen out of the box like athletes and prospects, but the thing was, it was like the amount of hoopla that was around their name is the same as this nigga who's not an out of the box prospect.
I agree with that.
And so that's where
that's annoying.
That's where a lot of people's contempt comes from, because it's like, we talk about this nigga
too much, like
he is a Wemby,
an
Anthony Edwards, a Luka Doncic. Like, he's in the headlines a lot, and it's like it's fucked up.
The House of Highlights have been egregious with that shit.
But he doesn't. You don't. He
and
doesn't
then you
want
also
that,
can't blame House of Highlights.
You have to,
because that's what they're supposed to do. Is Bronny James,
bro? But it's not supposed to.
They create the narrative,
bro. It was nasty. Like, I think it was like he was on the cover of one of them games, them preseason games, when Connect dropped 35, and Bronny had like 4 or some shit. And it was like Bronny James on the cover of the thing. I was like, that's insane.
The game is the game,
that's
but
insane.
Also the business is the business.
No, it is.
And so like the face of the nigga who's gonna sell more advertisers are always gonna be in the front. And it's
but that's how you lose. That's how you lose the viewer who's looking at your place as a credible source.
But he also doesn't. I don't think Bronny's sitting around asking for it. You feel me? Like, I think he hates the attention, because deep inside,
I agree.
He knows the truth.
So why the fuck was you giving all this fuss when I was saying that, like, I don't think Bronny's gonna enjoy this?
No, because you're saying that it's not. He's not like excited for the moment or all those things. I think you can hate the attention and still enjoy what's happening in front of you.
But like, because that's the thing I'm saying. Like, you could be getting pussy, but the circumstances around it could make you not enjoy it anymore, Lauren.
No, I know you're talking about like enjoying basketball in general. I'm saying I think he's still
anything, just being an NBA player because of all this shit that is coming with it.
Yeah, but you still enjoy the game if you enjoy the game. You know what I'm saying? This is just a different thing because who your pops is. Like, I don't think that's going to take him away necessarily. Like, potentially, but that just would have been the NBA anyway. If you just don't like the attention, you don't like the attention.
There's a common trope that, like, I've heard like a lot of athletes talk about, to where, like, once the game that I grew up playing as a kid becomes a business, the joy can get tapped out of it very fast.
But that's what I'm saying.
And you got to understand, like, what Bronny's going through, this could just be like a relationship that starts off too fast, and it's like things get hot and heavy quick, and it burns out fast. You get what I'm saying? It's one of those circumstances, and that's all I'm speaking.
And I'm saying, if it's going to be that circumstance, it would be that circumstance anyway, because that's the nature of the NBA when you have a spotlight to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he gets in the spotlight, if he becomes a good player and he can't handle that and withstand that, that's just going to be that, regardless of if it's its moment. Yeah. This is probably the best test to see how well he can be at that.
But
if he is suited for this.
But it's not, because he's getting an unfair amount of discourse and scrutiny.
That's true.
On behalf of what he's actually earned.
That's true.
Like, imagine fucking, I don't know, you was at work. You was at work, and something that you're supposed to do Like, it's just a part of the job. It's one of the mundane processes.
Yeah.
It was something that you were supposed to do, and you did it pretty good. But like, somebody hyped you to fuck up, like, yo, Lauren's better than anybody at this shit. And then all your other employees is looking like, this nigga kind of is just regular.
But Tone, how do you tune that shit out? The only way to tune that shit out is to focus and do what you got to do. Like, that's the only way to do that. That might increase his focus. It could be bad. It's a bad thing, right? It could be a bad thing, but like, he's already explained that he doesn't like all the attention. I'm just waiting for this to be over. He said that, so I get where you're coming from, but it's not necessarily going to be a terrible thing. It could be. I think it could be a nigga. Well, he's got.
I think it's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done. I think
like you're just taking like the David Goggins, but you also take a cold shower approach.
But you also have players around you who are schooling you and telling you the same thing. Like, nigga, put your head down, just make it happen. Like, just work.
And I think that's what he's doing. And I think that's what he's going to continue doing.
That's what he's doing.
Bronny James. I think he has a strong mind. His father's LeBron James. Yeah. He doesn't seem like he's like one of these loosey-goosey ass niggas who, you know what I mean, disrespecting their father's reputation.
Why do you think he would have a strong mind?
Because
what about his life forced him to make a strong mind?
Strong mind. Okay, let me be more specific.
You get what I'm saying? What adversity?
It's not.
There's different adversity for people at different levels.
And I don't want to negate like his health shit, because overcoming some shit like that, you know what I mean? That's like that's a setback. That's a real. It's not even a victim. Not even saving myself. It's just, you got to be honest. Like, you got to tell the full story. He has triumphed over things, but just in terms of like building real grit.
You just say he's going through adversity right now, through the spotlight and everything that's happening.
And it's like, this is just.
But this is the biggest. This is the normally. That's what I'm saying. Normally, a person goes through a life to where it's like they're building it up and they're getting that callus. So when the big one comes, when they're ready to take a real punch from a real fighter, they built up taking punches before. You don't just go your whole life not getting hit and then go try to fight a professional boxer. You're gonna get knocked the fuck out. That's what I'm saying. Where was the build up?
He's
handling pressure.
He's played in G League games. He's played basketball for a very long time.
Life.
He's played in G League games
before
he was in the NBA.
He's played people that are better than him. Like, he's gone through adversity. Like,
he's gone through all the basketball steps.
All the basketball steps. Now he just has to develop.
Yeah.
And just, do what you're supposed to do.
But I think what's being disconnected.
I feel like you're being.
I think what's being disconnected is, I agree
Yeah.
that like he's played the game to where it's like the level of pressure that will come from being able to perform, he should be able to do. The problem that I keep trying to get you niggas to understand is that he doesn't have regular I'm an NBA player pressure. He has 13 times over that.
I've said that.
It's 13 times over that. And
but he's had that from a youth. When he was in high school, he had that pressure. His pops is Bron, bro. That's his father. He's had that pressure all his life,
but
nigga.
He's in the NBA now.
Bro, since he was 2 years old, he's had that pressure.
The difference between now and then is that it was pressure, but it was always like, there was always a caveat of like, he might get good eventually because he was still young. You know what I mean? Like, we're looking at LeBron James' son.
No, nobody's ever said that.
No, yes.
Nobody ever said that.
We're saying it now. We're saying it now that he's in the NBA. So if we're watching a prodigy go from being young to being in the league, we're thinking like, yo, he might actually get better. We waiting to see how tall the nigga gonna get. We've seen him since he was a little kid. So there were those conversations of like, yo, he could be something.
When LeBron James had a kid, everybody thought he was just going to be amazing because that's what LeBron is.
Yes.
Let's be honest, that's just how
so
niggas
everybody
think.
Was stupid?
That's just how niggas
So
think.
everybody was stupid.
What? Because they were wrong in hindsight? Is that what you're saying?
Because they assumed that something could happen that never has before. Shaq's kids, Michael Jordan's kids, Larry Bird's kids. No.
I know it normally doesn't, but it hasn't.
Who is a legend that has a legendary son?
Well, that's what LeVar Ball's point was. Their fathers aren't there to make him legendary. So that's all it was. In this case, we have a son who now is with his pops, who has an opportunity to help make him legendary.
Smith.
But he doesn't have legendary intangibles. And you're talking about acting. I'm talking about sports.
But these other kids,
Jalen Smith is a legend.
Yeah.
What, Karate Kid?
Becoming one.
Nigga,
that's another example.
That's debatable.
That's another example.
But basketball, I mean, look, and that's why LeBron is just that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Because he was so legendary, his kid didn't have to be that great.
Yeah,
that's why he's that nigga.
No, he was so legendary that the curse of the child that couldn't make it, he could break it, which technically he did.
That's a good one.
I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I feel like you're being.
Nobody said
I feel like you're being. I understand
but you're
where you're coming from.
misconstruing what I'm saying.
I understand where you're
I'm not
coming
even saying make it because you said make it. Of course, it's been father sons that made it, but I'm talking. I said who's a legend that has a legend.
No, but nobody said he's gonna be a legend. No, that was never a conversation.
It doesn't have to be a conversation
But then
for
why
me to
bring it
ask
up?
the question because that's what I'm saying.
Well,
that's all that I'm saying because you brought up the fact that like some bullshit about LeVar Ball, but literally, I just think he's gonna retire in 4 years.
Okay,
I think he's
that's a
gonna
good take.
realize that like man, this shit was a lot, and
yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
to deal with this shit. I wanted to just be a regular basketball player, and the world is not gonna allow that to happen.
To Noble's
I can
point-
see easily somebody falling out of love with somebody because of the circumstances. around it.
Absolutely.
That's all it is.
To Noble's point, I would give credit to him having a strong mind because I don't want to take away from that possibility because to be under scrutiny for all your life for being like who you're supposed to be, you're supposed to be imposter, to be in that shadow is not an easy thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy thing to do, and that does build character in a way, and it does build.
It could build character.
It could.
It
It
build
should build
character.
character, honestly, and it should allow you to understand how to block certain things out and take care of yourself and do your own
And
thing.
from what I've seen about his kids, they seem normal in a sense. Like, yeah, they're rich as fuck. Like, they drive Range Rovers, they have a lot of money, everything we didn't have, but they're still normal.
Yeah, because they're normal in the sense that they're kids,
And the fact that
They're
like
kid
they
shit.
still talk to like they talk to streamers and they're in that world and they're just normal looking niggas, normal people, right? So that's why I said I believe he has a strong mind to a degree that like he can take the pressure to your point, to the opposite end, that I don't think in 4 years he's just gonna be like, I quit. I do believe the next couple of years is going to be hard for him.
For sure.
If he focuses on the wrong things.
Nigga, this
and
year
of
is
course
gonna be
that's
hard.
like, that's duh, but it's still like, if he just focuses on all of what other people are saying and just not getting better at his game, I mean,
it's gonna be
he's going to fall victim to the
He's
curse.
going for a victim. I mean, like, you
sure.
got.
But I do. I like
this
that
is
theory.
a guy. This is a guy who he's gonna play against other people, and they're gonna try to take his head off.
Kill him, bro.
Like he's one of the nastiest guys to pick up a basketball. Like he's getting that type of
They're
competition.
using every
as a 50.
opportunity to show him like you
Rookies
shouldn't
are
be
going to
here.
use him as
Yeah.
like a base level of like, I fucked him up, so I should be Bronny's son.
The smoke that you should have for somebody that's nasty
is what
like,
they don't have for him.
Like I can't talk a certain amount of shit unless I could like actually beat you niggas. You get what I'm saying? But imagine if I just kept losing and y'all was talking shit to me. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's not even fair. I don't
But
want
it
to play
might,
no
it
more.
might it might make you better. It could.
Well, yeah, in that
There's a
sense,
chance
yeah,
they
yeah,
could
but
make you better.
I get what you're saying, but you know, yeah, maybe.
But
If
Could
you
make
have
it worse.
competition like really going at you, you got to find a way to overcome them. If you have a strong mind and you trying to overcome some shit,
strong mind,
the
strong
most
will.
adversity. If you have a lot of adversity, you got to overcome. Like if you figure a way how to do that, you become the best version of yourself.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why becoming the best version of yourself is something that's worthwhile because it's hard to do.
Exactly. I'm glad that everybody else making it harder. Give me the challenge.
See Lauren's response.
Yep.
That's that perseverance.
That's the perseverance. That's going to allow him to be 2 years in the red so he can profit
Yeah.
off of slinging Pringles.
Yeah,
yeah.
A year
And
and a
finally
half.
make it 10,000 big ones.
A year and a half. A year and a half in the red.
Year and a half in the red.
Yeah, year and a
Well,
half
I
in
mean,
the
you never know.
Let's be honest. It's 2. It's at least 2.
But that 2 is normal for businesses though.
Yeah, but
That's normal.
2 is normal. Is
Two
that
is
what he
normal for
said? That what he
That's
told
true.
you?
I know
Google
that.
it, Lauren.
Yeah.
Now let's Google it. How long? How you phrase the question? How long is it normal to be in the red as a business?
How long are startups normally in the red? I don't know.
Wait, first of all,
you said startups.
This is not a startup.
This isn't a startup, Lauren.
This is a couple vending machines behind some Food Line stock rooms.
Lauren, they're already perfectly located.
Here's the thing. On average, it typically takes between 2 to 5 years to become profitable.
Mm-hmm.
That's the average.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it, nigga. But we've reached that point.
Have we? What time we at?
We had 3. Well, yeah, roughly
3.
We had 2:45.
Oh shit! Oh, it is that point.
Yeah, we've talked some good talk. Was there any more like theories, any more like feelings y'all been going through this week y'all want to get off before we get into these wild wise? What's going on with y'all?
I mean, if we got time for one more. This was funny. Go to transparency. So real quick, short story long. There's this series on Snapchat. It's a docuseries and it's called My Extraordinary Family. And you could probably guess exactly what that is based off the title. That's what good marketing does.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a bunch of alternative situations where it's like my dad is a dog, a furry, and my mom loves it. And I'm questioning if I want to dress up in is that type of shit.
Yeah.
So this family, this black family in particular, right?
Keep it real now. Keep it real.
Well, there's no other way to keep it. This is a trans woman who has a daughter that is a stud.
Slow it down. Repeat it.
There is a trans woman married to a guy, and they have a stud daughter together.
Trans woman married to a guy.
Yeah.
2 dudes married, have a daughter.
Well, don't call it that's disrespectful.
That's crazy.
That's blatantly.
But people are confused.
No, they're
Some
not. When
people
you
get confused.
When you say trans woman, nobody's like, what is that?
Nobody's like that.
Are you?
Nobody's like that.
Is this the hill that you're
Nobody's
about to die
like
on?
that. No, but you're saying nobody's like that. Nobody gets confused.
You think that most people are like that? Enough people are like that to where I have
and
to
the more
clarify.
you raise your voice doesn't mean you're right.
Okay,
but
you
I like the
mimicking
intensity
me.
you're talking
Mimicking
to.
me isn't a point in rebuttal.
Well,
but
you don't like that.
But the thing is, no, there's not enough people that stupid
A lot of
to
people.
where I would have to explain what a trans woman is. I'm pretty sure that's common knowledge now. It's 2024, but it's a trans woman, and so the daughter and the mother have a real, mother-daughter relationship. They're cool, and the daughter first told her mother that she was gay, and she was a stud in particular. That's even super gay, but there was a few discrepancies about telling her dad, because dad is the one that should get bad news last. Like in any family, even the extraordinary ones, the dad always gets the worst information.
Which one's
last.
her dad?
The one that's not a trans woman, nigga.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? This is a trans woman, so this obviously is her mother for all intents and purposes. You might be the stupid that you speak of.
No, I'm just saying, like, okay.
But never mind. But what was that stupid question?
You don't remember?
So they have a nice relationship, and she came out to her mother first. Now, they made it a thread line, a storyline in this that, like, she was building up the courage to go to her father and tell her father, like, hey, dad, I'm gay. Which is ironic, because your dad is married to a trans woman. So it's like, if any parent in the world was gonna have a problem with your daughter being gay, is it like, you think it's this one?
Yeah.
And then just play it. Just like, we'll see some excerpts. We'll get a gist of the story, the dynamic. Because it's actually, it's a family.
I about to say, yeah.
It's a fucking family. They
just
live
say it's beautiful.
They're taking care of each other.
I've been judged as a trans mom every day of my life. Had people telling me, give that child back, like we're doing a disservice to her. They like to say, I have forced my kid to be gay. If it was up to me, Mariana would be a Kardashian.
How would you describe your life growing up with your mom as your mom?
How did I learn about my mother being trans? Me and my cousin had a disagreement, an argument, so he wanted to be petty and blurt it out. And I had to sit there and think, like, okay, well, I know my mom ain't no man, but my mom not like most women. So I came to the car and me and her sat down and I asked her and she told me.
How old were you?
I was like 12, 11.
12. My heart dropped to my feet because I...
Real quick, we're going to go back and get the mother's response, but how many years do you think it would take you to discover? You, like, personally, like, hypothetical.
To discover what?
Imaginative
Say it, nigga.
situation. How long would your investigation last? Like, at what point, like, is it no breast milk? Like, that's strange. Like, why am I not getting fresh breast milk?
I think it's just, why did my dad buy 3 packs of boxers? Why the fuck would he do that? That would kind of turn me, like, why?
Well, he only has 2 nuts. Why does he have so many boxes?
What, is his ass just that dirty? Because he gets a pack for me and he takes a pack, but what's the other pack? Is that his pack? What the fuck is that? It would be just the intrinsic value. Like
11 years? Do you think 11 years? Because we do got to give time for, like, being a stupid kid.
You're asking us.
You got to get time for being a stupid kid.
You're asking us.
Also, just looking at who your person is as your person.
You're asking us, but we were born straight. I think you're born how you're born, and being born gay, like, she's already not assuming the regular.
But she wasn't,
because her regular is different.
Well, I mean, she wasn't. I don't know if she was born gay. I don't know if she said it.
No, I'm saying you're born gay.
She wasn't born a stud for sure though. Like even the mom said, like if it was up to me, she'd be a girly girl Kim Kardashian. And when you saw the younger pictures of her, you know, she was like a regular little girl in little girl attire and shit. So I don't know, but that is probably the realistic way of that happening. Like some asshole kid is just like, hey, did you know your mom had a dick?
Yeah.
You know your mom had a dick, right? It's
Yeah.
like, nah, man, leave me alone. Stop saying that. Ew.
Yeah.
What are you doing that for?
What does that even mean?
What does that even mean? But then it's like in your head, it's like, damn, my mom was shaving yesterday. It's like, I've watched a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Never seen anybody's mother shave in a movie. It's like shit like that will have you questioning. 11 is probably okay.
Yeah, it's probably accurate.
If you're really astute, 9. Like if you a Theodore ass nigga.
Once you
9,
see,
but 11 isn't bad.
7 if you're a genius. If you're a genius, 7.
I mean, I would say at least 6, 7, especially if you see her sick. You know, when you're sick, that's when the real you come out. You're just all fucked up. So, I mean, she just wasn't aware. She wasn't thinking because she was gay. She was gay herself. So
she
it's
was
like
looking at other women. But it's weird though. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I just would have solved this faster because
why would she try to see the man and his mom when she likes women?
That would be distracting.
That would make no sense. She likes women. She's not going to see any type of man anywhere.
But whoa, take it even further because your mother is the first woman that you meet. So it's your stencil for what a woman is to a certain degree. Like, of course, you grow up, mature, realize there's personalities, there's different inflections. Everybody's an individual to a certain degree. But a woman is this. I have to see who the stud is dating now.
What's her answer? Let's just get back. We're going to get back.
I had envisioned in my head that I would wait to a certain time in Mariana's life that she would be a little more mature, but actually she took it very well, better than I could have ever expected, and it kind of was like water off a duck's back, you know, breath of fresh air. We can just open up and be 100% transparent with each other. Before I started transitioning, I used to feel a little out of place because I knew that I was different, but I really couldn't put words to it and didn't know what I needed to do to feel more complete with myself. I identified as male when I first adopted Mariana. In that same year, I started my transition. I was about 22 years old.
Pause.
Wait.
That is even more confusing.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I thought you said...
this was from a birth thing.
Wait, I thought you said...
What I said?
Her straight dad was dating a trans woman. The trans woman is the
okay, but
the father.
So put it this way, because I had watched this at first. I didn't. Listen. Hold on.
And you tried to, but he tried to call me stupid.
Yeah,
that's why I was so confused.
Yeah, he
I was
did.
like, I was genuinely asking. I wasn't trying to be dick. I was genuinely.
No.
Just let me, please.
Hold on.
Please.
Being a trans woman, he was confused on what a trans woman was. Like that wouldn't be the
first
mother.
of all, I wasn't confused. I was making sure they weren't confused because when you speak that fast about these situations, people honestly get confused. They're like, hold on, wait, what the fuck did you just say? That's still, some people
The
honestly,
layman's,
a lot of niggas have to register like, yo, slow down. I need to all right, trans woman, that means boom, 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 boom. So that's what I was doing. But you got this wrong, my brother. You got this wrong. The trans woman is the father.
No, you haven't finished watching the fucking video. I will admit this. I didn't catch in the first time that I watched it that she said when she adopted her, she wasn't transitioned. I thought she was already transitioned. But she is, that's why they fucking caught me off guard. I was like, oh shit. I thought she was just a woman the whole time. But she is dating a dude that's the father.
Right.
You know what I mean? That is still intact. That's why I'm like, wait.
But technically, the father is the mother.
Now.
You get what I'm saying?
Because
on a technical sense, because she's the one who adopted her.
Yes.
Okay. Let's just continue.
Because she's a woman with a penis.
Whatever.
Yes, that makes her the mother father.
Look, you're not wrong, buddy.
Fuck. Please.
I decided to adopt actually because of my partner. I never seen myself as a mom until I got with Mariana.
You should that last image was probably the perfect.
Yeah, it was.
Actually, play it again and see what happens.
Oh no,
see if another one comes up. See if another one comes up.
Okay.
No, you can't go back, but play because they're showing pictures of him. It might be a better picture.
Okay.
Dad. And so that was something that he had in a vision for our life, and we embarked on that journey together. We were fostering her first, and then it turned into an adoption probably like 2 or 3 years down the line. At the beginning, she was my little princess, so of course she had the big bows and the tutus. But now as she's grown up, she almost have a little more swag than me, if I could be honest.
So, Mari, how would you describe your mom's
Nigga
style?
doing his own edge.
I would say very much.
That's still that dude complex. She almost got a little bit more swag than me. He's still in there.
Yeah,
It's still in there.
Almost.
You know what I'm saying? That's still
I'm
that.
your trans mama, but I still dunk on you.
Yeah, that's
Nigga.
still- yeah.
I ain't gonna pass you the ball. I don't care if you wide open.
Yeah, I still got that dog in me. But let's finish this.
Expensive and outgoing because she very much loves
Can you skip forward? Is that possible?
𝙿𝙾𝙳𝙰𝚃, Chanel.
Out back. Like, I have been judged as a
Started it all over. Trying to skip.
Okay, well, I mean, y'all saw the father.
Thank you.
Y'all saw the father. So it's
Yeah.
like and we didn't get to it because Lauren fucked up. But like I said, there was a storyline where she was like, yo, I got to tell my dad that I'm gay. And it's like she did it. And like she's telling this nigga with lip gloss and a fucking a silk Brazilian 32 on his head that like I'm gay. And she's nervous about it. I just thought it was ironic.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, hey man, sometimes you can literally put yourself in a invisible box.
It kind of just goes to show you though that like, does that mean that homophobia is like
it's in the mind?
Not strong, but like how the fear of homophobia is so prevalent that like she was scared to tell her gay dad that she was gay. Like normally you hear that storyline like, yo, I'm gonna come out the closet to like my Christian parents.
Yeah.
That's an obvious villain. Like, oh my God, they fucking evangelicals.
Yeah.
They're gonna disown me. I'm gonna have to go into a gay fucking village community. But
Mom, I pray to Muhammad.
She was even nervous to tell her already gay for all intents and purposes parents. LGBTQ parents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, look, man, it's a beautiful thing at the end of the day. That, you know, she got the confidence. I wonder she had 2 beautiful women to look up to. How did she want to be gay? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How is that possible?
You know what it probably was? You know what it probably was?
I did. Y'all didn't even see
She
it.
had so much respect for how beautiful her parents were. She was just like, I don't even want to compete. Let me just try another arena. They did it.
Yeah.
My dad is LeBron James of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just try to get drafted into the league just all willy-nilly just because I can. Let me just go conquer another realm.
Shut up.
Let me go see what that stud life is about.
How long until we see like them sitting downs like AOG? I'm gay.
I think it's coming.
Oh, this part
It's
right?
got to be coming. No, not this part right here, but it's just like eventually.
Oh,
you know, it'd be stories, nigga.
Oh, these be stories?
Stories.
Well,
it can't be more than 5 minutes long, but like.
I think I called back up, but I don't know.
Well, let's just see, like, at least one more minute. I'm very curious right now.
All right. Oh, shit.
She was my little princess, so of course she had the big bows and the tutus. But now as she's grown up, she almost have a little more swag than me, if I could be honest.
So, Mari, how would you describe your mom's style?
I would say very much expensive and outgoing because she very much loves 𝙿𝙾𝙳𝙰𝚃, Chanel, Dior, you know.
What you think about this?
See, that's cute, but with shoes.
These
I
niggas
can
got
wear
some
my
money
white Valentino heels right there.
They cute.
Mariana started off as my little princess. To now have an independent teenager, it's like, I don't know where the time went. Look at how big these look.
These stacked jeans, they
It take a lot of time. This is mad B-roll. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
skip, but.
Yeah, nah, I mean.
I love a hoodie.
Why not?
But this
is beautiful, man.
This pause real quick. This is a beautiful.
How does it make you feel?
I learned the word parable. I've been abusing that shit since. But this is a beautiful parable of transparency.
Yeah,
because it's just like it's a lot of there's a lot of clarity, a lot of communication, a lot of just understanding exactly what is and what will be.
Completely.
And there's a transparent too. So
yeah, nah, it's very transparent. It's hey man, sometimes you have to completely pull the wig off to get down to the root of the problem. You know what I mean? To get down to the crux of the conversation, the crux of your existence is being gay. Yeah. So you have to tell somebody.
Sometimes the answer is in your retwist too.
Exactly.
Yeah. The retwist and the self-taper.
I was just about to
say.
The
self-taper is an interesting touch.
The self-taper with your OG around. And OG goes for both male and female. I'm not being an asshole.
Yeah.
But
it sounded like it. But
OG, when your pops, we only got audio.
Okay, so far.
But I will say that is the one problem with this situation is that like when your dad wears a wig, he can't properly give you haircut advice because the taper. Like I saw what she was going for, but it's just like she need to go to a real barber and get that shit. Yeah. And normally that's your dad's job, take you to the barber,
exactly,
get a haircut together. But other than that, this is fucking wonderful.
But it's like it's hard to find time for two bad bitches to take you to the barbershop. You know what I mean? They're too busy buying Chanel, too busy
Dolce
in the tampon aisle, reminiscing, hoping, wishing. But shout out to LOI. It's that part in the show. We answer your questions. We get into what y'all want to talk about. Most of the time, it's just, y'all ask us theories. But, and most of the time, it's only two people. Shout out to Nutso and Leak every week giving it to us.
And, because, these niggas been competing. Nutso sent some shit 2 days ago, and Leak sent some shit 5 days ago. So, we gonna flip it on Leak. Nigga, you was early, and that's going to hurt you.
Yeah.
I don't care what your mother taught you, nigga. This is not working. Is this the right one? This was at a wedding of one of my family members. All right, let's see what's going on. But this is Nutso.
Yo, why did I catch a stray with a Greece spot? I ain't motherfucking Greece. Fuck that. I'm half Dutch, half Arab, so I got a little rhythm. So I can dance a little bit. Not too much, but just a little. Good enough.
He has a little bit of rhythm. And he sent a post that says it's not available, but he put a comment. He was like, this was at a wedding from one of my family. So, fuck. Because I'm assuming that was filmed with him two-stepping.
Come on.
I'm assuming that was him with the wooden clogs that his people drink beer out of. Like, damn. Oh, man, I don't know why it's not available. But
Dutch tap dancing shoes.
Yeah, it says post isn't available. And here's another one. Well, nah, I guess it's not another one.
And his accent, Nutso, your accent really came through with that.
Oh, he replied to himself. Okay.
That memo. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it was a little. It was a little thicker than normal. Like normally, he's a little bit more
articulate.
Chicken shawarma.
His English is better than your Jason Statham, and it's crazy because his English is getting worse, and your Jason Statham is improving.
It's getting better.
So
how's it worse than my Jason Statham? Oh, it's worse than my Jason Statham.
Yeah. It was.
Like my shit is better.
Well, no. At first, he spoke English better than you spoke Jason Statham.
But it's flipping now.
It's flipping.
Yeah.
And now your Statham is getting better and his English is getting
almost
poor.
like you've been practicing in your spare time.
Yeah. Both of them.
No, I don't practice stupid things in spare time.
Yeah.
I read in my spare time, unlike you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you been reading?
Playboy.
Corinna Kopf.
Well, reading Corinna Kopf? No, you're just looking at her titties. I've been reading How to Sell 6 Vending Machines for Dummies.
Snacks
no,
for
how to
stupid
sell
investments.
6 vending machines to a dummy. I'm sorry, that's by Jay Noble.
What else you been reading?
by family friend.
What else you been reading? What else been on your shelf?
Rich Jamaican, poor Jamaican. What else, nigga? How to
rich Jamaican, poor Jamaican, and how to get out of your situation.
How to lose friends, twist your confidence.
How to lose friends and make bad investments.
That's funny.
How to lose friends and make bad investments, nigga.
It's Dale Carnegie.
That's good.
But hashtag
L Gamble.
Hashtag why. Yo, Nobles, did you see the list of Trump crimes? I got recommended some legible vid, and that list was long as shit. Also, Elon buying votes is insane. Cat face laughing emoji. Real quick, how do y'all feel about the cat face laughing emoji? I remember there was a point in time in my youth where I was like, I got to be different. Like, you know, when I'm DMing these women and all this shit, like, let me take a different approach. I'm gonna use the cat laughing, but
I never used that.
It didn't stick.
I never used that because I was like, is that like a hee type of laugh, or is it like because it's cat?
You gotta look at them though. It doesn't look like a hee.
But if you have 3, it equals up to a regular laugh emoji. So
they all do. But you know the laughing emoji to where it's like you're laughing, it's a tear, but it's crying. The face is tilted.
Yeah,
it's like to the side, like
yeah.
That shit, I can't do that. I don't know. They've never said anything.
That's better than
funny.
the cat one to me.
Yeah, that's way better.
That's way better than the cat.
Look, you can't have animal.
Well, and I'm saying that's why I asked about the cat one, because I was like, I tried it when I was a kid, but I retired that shit. I retired it, obviously.
How long did you try it for? It was a summer.
How long was your contract?
How long did it take you to get your green card?
It was a summer, right?
Probably the same amount of time, right?
About a summer.
At least 8 months.
About 3 months.
Yeah, about a summer.
About 3 months. Hey, I don't remember if it worked or not, but it worked. Shit, I forgot his question. I think this is the video.
Oh wait,
is this the video?
So first of all, Leak, look, nigga,
my fault.
Tell us what you are. Like every week, he's just like, "Yo, J Nobles, Donald Trump did another bad thing."
This is Nuso.
Oh, this is Nuso.
Same nigga.
Oh well, y'all niggas be doing the same shit. Got the same playbook, but
okay.
Tell us what you are. Wait, Nuso, what the fuck? You can't even tell me that. You're not from here. I just thought of that. I shouldn't even have to explain myself or like try to defend somebody I don't really want to defend, Trump, when this nigga can't even come here. Do you even have your passport, Nuso?
Okay, now
I don't think so.
Now, normally,
fuck you.
Just on behalf of like I was feeling like defending Nutso, I would have defended that. I would have spoke on his behalf, but he doesn't have an opinion anymore because he sent this, and I can't believe he thinks that this is real. This just says, Dre Michelle believes Bronny James is her soulmate. And in quotations, he's got that vibe I've been looking for. Nah. So the fact that he took...
hold up.
He sent this to us. So the fact that he took this serious...
Is that NBA Centel?
Yes.
Centel, yeah.
Ah, my God. You got by Centel, nigga. And he's not even from here to understand which accounts are... Because Centel's a legend. Shout out to Centel.
It is a legend.
Hopefully he sees this or she and follows us because, you know, you're a legend. You've gotten the many niggas.
You got me a couple times.
Of course, I think he's gotten you, and you came to me.
Nah, it wasn't Centel. It was one of the other ones.
Oh, okay.
But I know what you're talking about. But
Nutso, look, Donald Trump has done a couple of shady things. I saw a video real quick. Mark Cuban was talking about how, like, with golf courses, there's a deposit you pay on a golf course. So if you was to buy a golf course, there's going to be $1 million worth of deposits, and you can do with that deposits of all those people with whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
And Donald Trump, I think he was like, yeah, this motherfucker bought like 5 golf courses and used the deposits for, you know, his own dealings.
Hey, I've heard that story too.
I mean, hey, man.
And I put the video that he sent in the notes. I don't know if we have time to like look at it. I don't know.
What video is it?
This is the video of the alleged crimes.
Ah, no.
You know what I mean?
Nigga,
But
what did Leak say?
I'll go when you stop talking, nigga. Hashtag #WildOutWild. Y'all roasting?
Niggas is funny. Niggas is super funny, bro. All right. Shout out to the gang, but Tone. Yeah, nigga. Can't do that, can you? All right. I don't got to say that.
Whoa, stop. Whoa. God damn it. God damn it.
Yeah, it's crazy. This troll bitch just did some magical shit. What was that noise he made with his fingers? I feel like I have to ask him a riddle to understand what he even did.
Run it back. That's hilarious.
Hashtag LOI. You niggas is funny.
Wait, why don't we have this on the screen?
Niggas is super funny, bro. All right. Shout out to the gang, but Tone. Yeah, nigga. Can't do that, can you? All right. I don't gotta say nothing to J Nobles. He makes a fool out of himself enough. Well, if you did a survey of who got a 4.0 on the podcast, I don't think anybody would say J Nobles would be that person. All right, I digress. My question.
He has to hear about your Palestine knowledge first.
Fuck you.
That shit might change, nigga.
what can these streamers do to make y'all watch one of their streams live? Like, Kai, Speed, all them niggas funny and shit, comedy and fuck. But what can they do to make you niggas watch what they're doing live? Like, Kai just had John Cena up there. That was crazy. Speed's just going crazy. Niggas try to do what? Beat the world record for backflips. I think the only person I've ever watched live besides y'all was Academics on Twitter. But I've never watched nobody live on Twitch. What would... All right, this is the last one.
Haha, seen that one. But that's a great question, because it's very difficult for me to watch Kai, because his audience is for like kids and shit. Like when I be watching Kai, like if I have watched them, they could just be loud, kind of screaming and shit.
Yeah.
But John Cena, when he had him on, it was cool. It was still Kai though, and I just don't think his formula is just my type of style.
I watch that more.
He's not informative enough.
I'd rather watch like the AMP collective than any one of them, if that makes sense. Like I might watch the video they put out as a dynamic, like their sketch video. You know what I'm saying? But at live, I don't know.
Yeah, live is so weird because I don't know. I don't know. I just don't be watching niggas live or even Speed. I did catch when he was doing the backflips, not live, but on the back end. But I mean, it was cool to see. But when it come to live, like Twitch streamers, Kick streamers, man, I don't be watching none of these niggas. In fact, like, and it's crazy because I'll catch Academics and he does nothing.
But I'll watch his live though.
I'll watch his live. He'll just be, chilling drunk, talking about Lil Durk. Well, that's what he's doing now. But I don't know, man. Like, what could they do? Another thing
is it because
I don't know when or how, but nigga, we're gonna start going live. That'll be some funny.
Do you even have Twitch on your phone?
Yes. Yeah.
I do too,
I watch because I watch Twitch streamers.
I don't give a fuck about Twitch. I don't watch no Twitch.
Oh, you lame.
Nah.
You got to find your guy.
Because I don't watch a nigga in his living room.
You got sometimes bedroom. Not everybody.
His bedroom. Oh shit. I'm missing out.
Crazy.
Didn't know.
But it's it's cool. It's cool. And once you find like your guy, it's like, all right, I fuck with this nigga, so I could just watch him live. And a lot of times niggas ain't even playing games for real. Like niggas,
they have just talking and shit.
They'll just be talking, chilling.
I don't know. It seems like a lot of waiting around for something special to happen. Like I understand a nigga that watches like compilations of a Twitch, like the best moments, but just sitting there watching a full like it's a game.
I went live on Twitch the other day.
You went live on Twitch?
Yeah,
nobody cared.
Played a Dragon Ball game.
Were you restocking your shit? Or
I was trash.
You was just at the crib playing games.
Yeah, I was trying to play the game on live. I was terrible.
Damn. Yo, we gotta record another podcast, nigga. I need to get a new controller so I can play my games. I just downloaded Black Ops 6, which
that's that thing right there.
We will be reviewing next week. But Leak, amazing question. We're gonna be going live because that's just I feel like an area that we could be good in. And you got to hit all areas, especially if you're trying to build an independent career in this business. Yeah. But, fuck you, nigga. You looked ashy, nigga.
Yes, we can.
And first of all...
Shut up, Leak. Goddamn.
Yes, we can.
Hate that nigga. But, first of all, anybody who doesn't think... First, 4.0, who's hitting that in here?
That really stuck with you, huh?
No. First of all,
that was hilarious.
That shit look kind of dry. Damn, Leak. You're good at it. But 3.7, I'm hitting that. We can all agree.
Nah.
No, I don't think so.
Let's see what Leak has to say.
We can admit we should hold all black people accountable for all the wrong shit that they're doing. That's not the point I'm arguing. I'm arguing this election coming. And I remember fucking...
Anybody know what the fuck he's talking about?
We might have to do let's just try to remember this.
I feel like this is out of context.
It might be like
when Charlamagne was trying to get his show, it is just a bunch of things that when black people are seemingly close to excelling, there's a whole another section of the black community ready to tear them down, ready to stop them, ready to prevent them. And I'm saying all black people know when we do our arguing, when we see somebody doing something wrong, if your girl do something wrong in public, you're not gonna fucking break her down in public. You're going to take her in the house. You're going to be like, hey, girl, bitch, you tripping. But in public, you're going to be like, hey, it's my girl. It's my confidant. Leave her alone. So, you know, that was just a little add more context to the first question on the first one. How's that going?
Play that wrong.
I think.
LOI, does Tone like to watch white penises penetrate black women? Because he says he can't watch the black porn because it's too hardcore, I guess. Or I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. This has been a question that I've had for a minute. I just did not know how to phrase it. But fuck it. Tone, why do you like watching white men fuck our black queen? Why wouldn't you want to watch a black man fuck the black queen? A black king fuck up. I'm not understanding that. Then the bigger question is, how much arguing in front of the whites is good? You know, with the argument about who's black, what's black, all this person, Kamala's trash, da-da-da. How much is infighting amongst the black community helping the black community? Like, you know, all this disparaging the black community and saying we got to hold ourselves accountable. How much is holding ourselves accountable actually help?
Two phenomenal questions.
It was a lot of phenomenal questions.
I think that, like, we're living in a white man's America. So there is a certain level of duty that people, what did I just say? There is a duty you have to people that are like gonna judge you in a sense. Like, you should accept the judgment as a black person in America if it's coming from your people, especially if you're in a position of like political influence, you know. And he said Charlemagne, so let's just use him as kind of like, you know, the guy. If you're have political influence, there is a level of, you know, okay, I wonder what my people have to say to this, that you have to accept and you should accept. You shouldn't get mad at that. Because there's always
discourse. You don't even have to be a political figure. Like, if you're doing something, people are going to be able to say what they think about it. Yeah. It's just that simple.
Well, in terms of black people.
Yeah, I mean, everything with the black experience, like, we're just humans, but it's like we're living two lives at the same time.
No,
you know what I mean?
Black.
Everything is heightened. So
you're black and nothing more.
There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, nah. And shit, that was the first question.
Yeah, that was the first question.
No, that was the second question. The first question, he was asking about my corn preferences. He likes to know what makes me come for some reason. But
well, I like how you tried to flip that. He was more so just trying to get into the psyche of a black man who finds it awkward to see
words,
black penis,
words being added to my argument. I don't think it's awkward. Or is that what you said?
Yeah, awkward.
I don't think it's awkward.
You think?
I think it's selfish.
Oh.
I think it's selfish.
Keep going.
In my experience, right?
Excuse me?
In my experience, I've said it 1,000 times. I guess I'll say it again since niggas is very curious.
Please.
Gay question, Leak, but you know that's what you do every week.
Yeah.
Black corn stars fuck for themselves in a way to where it's like when you're watching corn, right? You don't want to see two people actually fucking, because two people actually fucking, that's not what's enjoyable for the audience. They're enjoying themselves. Like, ideally, right? If you were fucking a girl, you're not gonna be like trying to show her titties to the outer world. You're just gonna enjoy her titties. All I'm saying is, typically, in my experience, black niggas just be fucking a bitch and filming it. Like, there'll be angles to where it's like, I can't even see her. I can't even see her. I can't. The camera is just right here. This nigga's over there. He's fucking a bitch from behind. How am I supposed to enjoy watching him fuck a bitch?
So are you saying that?
How?
Are you saying that you don't like that black men film in POV a lot?
It's not even. Well, if it was POV, it wouldn't be a problem, because then I'm not seeing the dude. I'm saying the exact opposite. Niggas are the perspective.
And before you said
are the point of view in the video. That's why I don't like.
And look, and don't call us black niggas, all right? So call us one or the other. All right, watch your mouth.
Oh, the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying, you said it. Black niggas.
We're talking about black corn stars.
He started coming in, he turned into Myron.
That is crazy. Look, he's trying to be American again. Got him. But that's crazy, right? He called us that. Nigga, I'm not talking to you.
That was never an American thing. That was just a black person thing.
And you're going to flip it on that little island. Stay on that island by yourself.
Yo, that ain't you ain't finna do no rope-a-dope shit just because you was getting tagged.
That was us.
Nigga,
that was us. Yeah, nigga. High five. Black American high five.
Yeah.
That was the weakest shit I've ever seen you do. Ran from the smoke.
You see me
you got his ass.
Ran from the smoke.
I didn't.
Let Lord validate you. Let Lord validate you. How you feel? What'd you win the Mini Man of the Year award? You just got nominated for
school vending machines.
Podcast
star. Yeah, nigga.
Ain't no smoke, nigga.
Whatever.
It's track star, nigga. I can't wait to kick open your vending machine. I ain't paying for nothing. I'm just gonna shake it loose, put my arm in there.
Abuse it.
I mean, yeah, stupid.
Nah.
I feel like any straight man would have a problem with seeing a dude fuck a girl from the back, but all you're seeing is him fucking her. You get what I'm saying?
There's
like,
no
I'm not
camera
saying
angle like that on fucking.
I mean, you can say what you want, but
I'm just saying. I don't know what you're clicking on.
Let's not act. Let's not. Well, I click on a thumbnail.
I haven't been in.
I click on a thumbnail that usually has big titties or a big ass in it. I'm not like looking for who's
I'm
fucking.
just saying,
White
like,
titties. I'm not looking for who's fucking. But when I turn this shit on and I'm like, oh, okay, he's about to fuck that girl, and then I'm like, wait, where is she?
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't enjoy that.
What type of video?
I don't enjoy
that.
How do you find these?
I don't enjoy that. So you're telling me you've never been watching a corn video and the nigga starts fucking a bitch from a certain way to where it's like, where the fuck is she?
She's always the
Or you're just seeing.
I always see the girl, dog.
Yeah.
Whether it's gluteus, whether it's her gluteus maximus, whether it's her larynx, whether it's a rib cage, I always see something, nigga. I've never seen a. Are you watching solo masturbation?
Nah. Why would there be a? Why would I lie about there being a girl in a solo?
But
masturbation?
I'm just saying that's what you're.
Stupid.
That's what it's just.
Stupid,
I've never
right?
watched a corn when it's a black dude, and I was just confused of like, wait, where's the bit? Like, where's the girl?
Right.
Yeah, like he's never like he's never flipped over and hit her from an angle to where it's like I'm looking at this nigga's latch right now. Why is that?
Isn't that all corn? And if that's the case, you just do this. You just go, whoa, not that part.
It's all corn, but I feel like black niggas. I feel like black guys are the most.
Can we
selfish.
be honest?
Because think about being the art of being a gigolo. Only black niggas have those kind of aspirations, and if white dudes do, it's not with the same level of like.
It's with respect.
It's not even respect. I'm not even talking about how they fuck the bitch. Just like the confidence and like the
bravado.
It's certain NBA players where it's like, yo, that's an NBA player. Like he's really like he's dressing like an NBA player. He acts like an NBA player. Then you got a nigga like Jokic. He shows up to work. You know what I mean? He likes to go kayak in the summer. My corn stars got a kayak in the summer, nigga. That's all I'm saying. They can't be the main star of the show. I don't like that. I like it when the woman is front and center.
Can they be black men and not black niggas? How do you feel about those guys?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, those are the same people, right?
I don't know. You said black niggas and
Or
white
I
dudes,
shouldn't
so
even be asking you. You have no idea. You're still learning. Black men and black niggas are the same people. Right?
Well, I mean, black nigga is kind of like, wow, how much you gonna push it in? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you know, we use nigga as like person. Like
it's just funny. It's just funny, like situational. Like right now,
could have said white.
Like, I'll say a white nigga too.
But you said white.
But it's just what you're talking about right now is very important. So to use that language, Tony,
it's not even very important.
It's telling everybody, even the viewers, that one, they need to like the video and subscribe and comment down below the wild wise. But also, it's showing Leak that he was right.
With this stupidness,
he
nigga.
was right about where he was going to, about the confusion that you might be going through.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
But
it's no confusion.
Nobody knows why he likes watching white people disrespect black girls.
Nobody knows why Lauren takes any type of business venture serious that begins with $50,000.
But everybody knows. Yeah,
nobody knows. I feel like that's even a more curious case, but you know,
it might be.
Nobody knows why.
$57,000. $57,000. You could have cloned De Niro's leg. You could have really helped Menace Material. But
you could have paid for the surgery.
Shout out y'all niggas. Like the video, subscribe. Do we have any? Oh, if you live in North Carolina near the Raleigh area, we're hosting another show November 16th. Jesus.
Yeah.
We just kind of do this job. But we're hosting another show, LOI, the show right here, lower thirds. Yes, somebody click it. But it's been beautiful. Fuck you, F Mac, you're not here. Anybody else got some shout outs?
Nah.
Anything?
Shout out Johnny Steele. Fuck it.
I was about to say what? What's up?
Johnny Steele. Yeah. Hope he's doing good.
Yeah. We got Johnny Steele, Jay Nobles, white man.
Two white men, huh?
Yeah, nah. But Jay Nobles.
Groove.
White man behind the boards.
Yep.
Been beautiful. Like the video, subscribe it. We're out. Yeah.